to Knucklehead Comics Tuesday. It's fucking Tuesday. We got Lay in the building. We got Cap in the building. Cabs can't make it tonight, but he's here in spirit. On Lay.
No, man, just chilling, brother, chilling.
What's up, Cap? How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Is that and the father goes shamefully? That's my son. And the other guy goes shamefully. Orion goes, that's my father. Choose fear and hate to run your life. Something you can't do. That was wrong with me from the beginning. I was doing it that way. I was gonna go down that path. I worried.
You thought it was Grayson?
Sorry, got hurt. It's like not him. Not him.
Crack his brain for anybody that can help, and remembers. Freeze.
The media.
No, Randall Savage.
The Randall Savage. With his knowledge and all other shit, and his capacity to learn.
Absolutely.
This is the only vegan I'll ever eat is grilled chicken wings, because that's like vegan to me. You know what I'm saying? Because the chicken wings are supposed to be fried, but you grill the chicken wings, you put it in some sauce, and give it some blue cheese.
Is vegan.
That's vegan. Like regular moo cow fuck milk, put it in some Honey Nut Cheerios, vegan, because Honey Nut Cheerios good for your heart. You know what I'm saying? Can I steal the question from Cabs?
I got it right. Look at this.
I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal.
You're too late.
Wow.
I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like, yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right, and I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow, yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit! That's right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Tuesday night. You know what that means. We're going to start off with something a little serious today, Cavs. We're going to start off with a little something serious today, man. I'm going to get deep with y'all. If you woke up this morning and you wake up tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years, you continually wake up. There's only one reason why. God wanted you to watch the Knucklehead Network. What's going on, every fucking body? It's Tuesday night, and it's Knucklehead Comics. That's how we do it up in this motherfucker, bro.
That's what I've been thinking.
Kaz?
That's what I've been thinking the whole time.
Word.
Not much. Just here chilling. I finally cracked and watched some Quantumania stuff. I watched the last trailer. I didn't want to, but it's like, damn, I kind of have to. It's funny because it's so close to release now. But, you know, we talking Quantumania, or the Quantum Realm today.
Yeah.
Let me stop messing around. Let me just see. I didn't go into like the breakdown videos. I don't want to see too much. But I did see that last trailer. I'm ready to go. Hyped about The Last of Us too, man.
Have you seen the last episode?
Yeah, it was to me, it was a little like funny. They show more action here, but it was slower than the first. I think I enjoyed the first more. I think it was the extra 17 minutes. But still great episode. The show's moving really fast, which is a little unfortunate. But I get it. You gotta fit it in. I get it. You got to. I just wish I had 19 episodes of this bitch. You know, that's just being greedy.
Yo, what do you think they're making Daredevil?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, it's funny. It puts it into perspective how long that show's gonna be, which is fun.
Dude, it's funny. Having 18 or 19 episodes of Daredevil scares me.
I mean, yeah. If it's done incorrectly, sure, I hear you.
But I'm saying even if it's done correctly, how many of these Disney Plus series are we like, yo, the third, fourth, or fifth episode fucking dip, and then it comes back up? We got 18. How many dips we
How
gonna
many
take
dips
at
we
this
do?
point?
Hey, I'm ready.
We
I'm
could
ready.
be getting a real lawyer show.
Yeah.
We
I did
already
not-
had
I
a
did not
lawyer
mean
show.
to. I did not mean to start this. Everything good though, bro. Ready for today.
Yes, seriously. Anybody have a question of the day? Because we always start off with the question of the day.
I do. Oh, hold on a second. Normal guy, what's going on? It's your brother's 17th birthday. Happy birthday to your brother, man. That's what's up.
Word.
B-Day love. Happy birthday. I do. It's a simple one, but it goes with the theme.
Okay.
And maybe we've spoken about this before. Just if you could pick a time where you could just arrive to, could be going forward, could be going backwards, any time period that you want, no consequences. I know some of us are a little darker than the others, so go back a couple years, things might be a little different. But I'll start while y'all think, or Toe look like he already got it.
No, you can start. You can start.
So I mean, my basic answer would be, the future. I want to see what the year 2200 looks like, 2250, 2277. Shit, 2077 would love to see that. Like, I wish I could just go to like as far as I can. Like, what does the year 3000 look like? Are we still gonna be here? Is it gonna be a planet? Is it gonna be nothing but wastelands? Is it gonna be nothing but a black hole? Who knows? That's my basic answer. But really, I want to go back to like the Old West. I don't know. Something seems appealing about the Old West.
You want to be a Bendaletto?
I mean, maybe, maybe. I don't know. So something seems. I don't know, man. I know the Old West is raw and ruthless, and every Western movie that I watch or every Western game that I play, walking down the streets, I always think like, man, it probably smelled really bad back then. It's just dead animals everywhere, fucking horse shit all over the place. People didn't have a lot of access to water to shower. People walking around dirty as shit. But still, it's just something charming about the West. The saloons, the wooden housing, just the music, the piano. A very controversial time for sure, especially to like Native Americans and shit like that. But I don't know. There's something about the Old West that just I want to go strike gold in California.
It's funny that you brought up how the atmosphere would be back then, because that's something I think about all the time.
Me
Because one of my
too.
favorite time periods is like the Victorian era,
Yeah.
like the for anybody who doesn't know, like the Three Musketeers era and shit like that. And I constantly like, yo, I don't know how safe it would be to just see a chick and be like, hey, let's go. Like,
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's funny you mentioned that. Like my friend and I, we play a lot of co-op games together. Like even if the video game is not that great, even if it's like a 7 out of 10, we still enjoy it co-op. So most of the games we play, we notice it's like very post-apocalyptic. Like there's either been an outbreak, some zombie shit, something's wrong, right? And one day I remember we just there chilling, and I'm like, yo, I feel like this world was stink. And he was like, well, yeah, I mean, there's freaking zombies and dead bodies everywhere. And I'm like, yo, you know what I noticed? Like a lot of the shit we play, like the settings look like they stink. Even like Witcher 3. It looks like a stinky, like all those games, but they just look stinky. Like, hygiene wasn't a thing back then. Like, if you took a shower, great. If you didn't, y'all probably didn't shower either. You know what I'm saying? So like, it was crazy. Like I always think that, it looks like it smells really bad. But yeah, future for sure. I want to see what that would look like, but I don't know. I find something charming about the Old West. I know you could pick any time period, go back to dinosaurs or the Roman Empire. Go back to ancient Egypt. But like, I like that. I want to go there.
Yo, your answer is your answer, and certain answers are stupid. Because going back to dinosaurs, where you got nothing except for everything could kill you, that's fucking dumb.
Like, yeah, okay. It's like you go back to prehistoric times, you see the dinosaurs, and you're like, okay, now it's time to hide. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's actually going to be safe in the Old West. I could get shot, but I like my chances in the Old West better than I do in prehistoric times.
You can talk yourself out of a situation in the Old West.
There's people.
Yeah,
There's people.
I doubt doing this shit is gonna actually stop a dinosaur.
And whatever, and if there were any humans around at the time, and you could theorize whatever you want, people, but whoever was around at that time probably wouldn't be able to understand. Yeah, wouldn't be able to understand me, like the people that were around. So, Old West.
All right. So, in this scenario, are we going and coming back, or are we picking a place to stay?
You're going to coming back. You're coming back.
All right. Then I want to go to the future, so I know what to avoid.
The cheap answer. Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah.
No, but I'm talking like personal shit.
Give me a time period. Don't make it like that. Just give me a time period you would like to see. Not see the future and what happens, but like a time period that you would like to see. If you got something to, I didn't think we would get so much discussion out of this. I'm excited.
You know what? I'm gonna be fucking morbid. Let's go back to the Great Depression and see how people suffered.
Well, that's it. I'll take that answer over the first one.
You laugh. There is a great wealth of knowledge in seeing how people dealt with adversity.
Absolutely.
That you could take with you to either learn how to deal with adversity in your own way, or to come away with the expectation that, or with the knowledge that what you're going through, like to truly get the knowledge that what you're going through may not be as bad as you think. And you can only get that by seeing the worst situations.
I hear you. Naughty. Thank you so much for passing by. I appreciate you over here. You already know. She want to go back to the 30s. Like Grace Gatsby time or Egyptian times for sure. Yeah. 100%. Go back to the Eternals. We'll be talking about Eternals today.
So I'm a little stuck because now I'm like, can we influence shit, or is it?
You're just seeing. You're just walking about. You're walking about.
Oh,
so I can't be like, go back in time and be like, yo, try harder to fuck her. you know what I'm saying? Like I can't do that to myself. Go in the future and get the lottery tickets and come back and
like, yo, don't waste your time on that one. That's the one that wants you.
Yeah. She's a whore.
Don't make a new timeline, okay?
All right.
Because then I'm gonna have to get out there, start pruning shit, okay? Don't make a new timeline. You're going back to see and come back.
All right. Shit.
This is fun. It's not as easy, right?
You know what it is because it's like the shit I want to see could potentially ruin everything I've known, like ruin the love I have for shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, where you trying to go?
No, because like let's say if I went back in time to just like watch how Muhammad Ali or the old boxers trained, like watch the old school shit, like, or go back in time and like watch, like chill with the rest and see how everything is done with. And then now I'm seeing them all do coke, all of them are drunks, fucking they're raping the referees. Mullah got a fucking.
Ain't no one telling you to meet your heroes. I'm not telling you to meet anybody. I'm telling you to just walk about.
But this is me though, like, right? Because I have no fascination of going back and see how the Indians were fucking killed by the smallpox and well, I'm gonna sit there and watch Napoleon take over the fucking world because he's short. It's like I'm like
that wouldn't relate to you at all though. So I would see why you wouldn't want to see that. Yeah,
he's actually 5'6" and average height. He's not really short.
No, anyway. For real. But I mean,
Napoleon, not tough.
We all know he's 7'6".
That's right.
Yeah, we all. I don't.
Maybe I would like to go into the future for the simple fact I don't like nature. No, because here's the thing. One, I hate having grass on my bare feet. I hate the feeling of grass on my feet.
Damn, son, you should put your feet to the ground sometimes. You'd be amazed how it makes you feel.
Nah, no, I hear you. I could walk on concrete barefooted, no problem. Glass, hair-on needles, all that shit. Like fucking grass though, nah. I don't know what the fuck is in there. Also,
I knew Nadi was not gonna like that comment.
When we go hiking, y'all motherfuckers see this beautiful thing. Like, yo, we climb the mountain and look at the sunset and look at all this nature and all this is a beautiful sight. And I see the 7,000 fucking mosquitoes that are trying to fucking eat me alive. And I'm fucking, yo, dude, we went hiking. I had 2 knives and I used the shit out of them. I have a kill count of 1 trillion fucking mosquitoes and they still coming at me, bro.
You killed mosquitoes with a knife?
You grab them by the fucking wing and you slice them in the fucking half, bro.
Karate
I was leaving.
Kid over here.
Yeah,
how big are these mosquitoes, bro? You talking about some Fallout shit?
They were like this though in that fucking thing. When I was left alone, they fucking came at me. There was mosquito gnats all over there. I was like, wah, 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 wah. You know what I'm saying? Blood and guts everywhere. Shit. But yeah, I can't do these bug shits. I don't like mosquitoes. The motherfuckers like me. I don't like them. I like fire, but I ain't trying to live in the woods. You know, I think I would be more of a fucking person that sailed like or like fucking canoed or some shit like that.
Okay,
I don't like land.
So you'd be a pirate.
Yeah.
Just raunchy, pulling up to places, drinking everything, punching people.
You give me a musket, I'll put it in your fucking face. Where's my rum? You know what I'm saying?
You see, so that's it. We got it.
But the future, I would love to see just for the convenience. Like I want to go to the part of the future where I can walk in a room and go illuminate. Deluminate. You know what I'm saying? And then you put on like a mask. Like I'm over here looking like this and shit, and I'm just having sex with some random bitch. Like,
give it to me. That's what I'm talking about. I want to get to. If I had a time machine, I would ask the time machine. You do need some nature with all that soda you drink.
Yo, listen, there's a lot of nature fucking flavors in here, right?
You know, if I had a time machine and I could specifically like put the time, I would ask like, send me to a time where I can put a pill in a microwave and get a full meal back. Take me to the Fifth Element.
Yeah.
Yes.
Depending on what that pill does to your brain, you can do it today.
No,
right?
Where they at? I'll try it.
Word.
Put that pill in and get some McDonald's. You may think it's McDonald's. You eating barbecue potato chips.
Two things. One, how funny is it that Toad just like, I don't want to go back and meet my heroes to see them do coke and do all this bad shit. So let me go back and be a pirate. The motherfuckers who did all that.
It was like you don't want to see Muhammad Ali do it, but if you're I mean there was no coke back then. At least I mean there had to be something, but you know pirates did some pretty mean things, but not all pirates were bad. Some pirates literally just wanted the booty. Yeah, so some pirates just literally wanted the booty, and what I mean by booty is not the booty, but the loot. Some of them just wanted the loot and didn't want to do anything bad about it.
You know what? Here is another answer I'll give you guys. I'll go back to, like I said, the Victorian era. Back to Spain, and I'll try to be a Treso, which is their version of the Musketeers.
See, you want that. See, I can see you as a musketeer. Honorable, protecting the nation, the consul. Like you are entrusted to the most important son or daughter of that time. Like that's who you are. You will take the best care of like the royal children. I can 1,000,000% see that, Cap. Yes.
Word. You know something? I think I'll go back in time and to the age of Cam Fu and just fucking like learn the shit out of it and get the spirituality in that shit. Learn my animanium, my you know, learn all that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Learn all that shit. Get the feng shui of the earth.
Animality?
Yeah, he's gonna learn his Animaniacs.
Great cartoon. Now I want to know what your animality would be.
A polar bear. It's got to be a polar bear.
Yeah, I like the cold.
Yeah.
Mine is an otter.
Naughty.
It's either that or a bull, like a raging bull.
Naughty. Animality. That's from. It sounds bad. It's not bestiality. No.
No.
Animality is from like Mortal Kombat. They have fatalities, babalities, all of that shit. And animality, you turn into some kind of animal. I'm a dragon. No, none of the sex. If that's what you want to do, then that's on you. But I would turn into a dragon. I'm not trying to take Liu Kang's shine. I'm not trying to do that. But I'm the dragon.
I was born in the year of the dragon, so yeah, I feel you.
Yo, I was born in the year of the ox, which kind of makes sense. Yeah, I was born in the year of the ox, which is accurate. I could be stubborn at times.
Word.
Yeah.
I don't subscribe to those beliefs, so
that just shows that you're stubborn. All right, man. That was great, man. I appreciate the thought. You guys wanted to do the wrong thing first. And I appreciate that. Like, you know what? Let's go to the future, see what not to do. Would you get an almanac? Would you get a sports almanac?
No, dude, I'm literally, when I say what not to do, I literally mean like...
Stay safe.
No, this is what I mean, right? If I jump into the future, and let's say I'm happily married with 2 kids, seemingly great life, I would want to know when that took place. So I made that fucking decision. So I come back here and it's my choice whether to actually go talk to her or not. And not just some random fucking bullshit.
I see. Cause you on some Neo shit. You don't like to know that your fate has already been written out.
Yeah.
Some Neo shit. Okay, you see? I thought I was gonna get. Yeah, I would like to go and see the Egyptians. I thought it was gonna be that simple. That's why I love asking these questions to you guys.
Not for nothing though. Imagine you go into the future to see your kids just to whoop the ass.
If I go to the future, I'm going way past.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I wouldn't want to see that. Like you that movie Click with Adam Sandler.
Yes, yeah.
He fast forwards to everything and ends up like hating what he missed. Yeah,
dude. You know something, man? To that point, like right now at this current moment, I don't want any kids. I don't want nothing to do with a relationship or nothing. But if I went into the future and legitimately saw, like,
what happened?
No.
What went wrong?
Who is this bitch?
Who are these things?
No, but see, if I had the opposite reaction, if I went into the future and legitimately saw how I was as a parent, how the dynamic worked, and was like, yo, that's something that I don't think I want to miss out on, then I could come back and make that like a smarter fucking decision going forward.
So yeah, so I'm the bad-minded one because I thought you would just use it for personal gain and like bet on sporting events and shit.
I don't.
That's what I was asking. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, there's only one thing. If I could change anything, there's only one thing in this world that I would change, and I would go back about a month ago or 2 months ago and walk into the director's office at Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast and go, "Hey, keep your fucking shit the same. You change anything, and I murder your family."
Yeah.
Keep my goddamn name out your motherfucking mouth.
That was personal. That was personal.
That's the only thing I'll change. Is like, yo, we're not all that shit you thinking of doing. We're not doing it. Shut the fuck up about it, and then come back and everything be cool. That's all I'm worried about.
See me, yo. I would if I could like talk to anybody, I would want to talk to someone who can get me money quietly.
Well, yeah.
You know, like if you invested in the right shit,
you would get the sports almanac.
No, but you know, not like one of those like, yo, this guy just bet $50,000 on a fucking 100-to-1 odds game, and he's got it 7 times. He's got $20 billion off of these. You know, one of those like, yo, I invested in IBM.
Scamming for real.
I invested in IBM, and then it went to Google.
Insider trading,
like
okay,
something where it's
better.
Like, where did not like, yo, this guy came out of nowhere and now he's a billionaire. Just like, wait, this guy accumulated money throughout this time. How come he knew? You know, something.
He just knew.
Ask people questions.
He just knew.
Yeah. Like I want to be Bruce Wayne rich. They don't ask me questions.
They don't ask questions when you're Bruce
They don't
Wayne
ask
rich.
me questions.
You just buy the hotel.
You just said insider trading, right?
No.
Yeah.
I said
No. I did.
oh.
Yeah. Let me just tell you something. There's a small percentage of people who look like me that get caught with insider trading,
Yeah.
which means there's a larger percentage that have it just fine. So I think Toe will be good.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. But just don't make alternate timelines. Don't see yourselves. Don't see yourselves if you go close enough. Don't create alternate timelines. Don't talk to yourself.
So what you're saying is I have to make documents of a long lost cousin that I became a billionaire and I left my inheritance to myself and faked my death.
Now you're thinking like Kang.
There
Which
you
is
go.
a great segue. You're thinking like Kang the Conqueror now.
Fine. Let's not do alternate timeline. How about I go to the future? I go to the future and replace myself and then play like I have amnesia because I literally won't remember what hasn't happened yet. And then I get to start again. I just get to do whatever I want.
That's not a bad idea for a movie. There's got to be a movie out there like that stuff. That's a really cool idea for a movie.
Word.
Call it Fresh Start.
Yep.
That's not, but that's a kind of that's a nice idea. Yeah.
See, that's what's fucked up. You said we can't go see ourselves. I swear to God, Cabs. My mission,
Back to the Future rules,
whether you choose to accept it or not, would be for me to ask every single chick, "Do you want to fuck?" And it's not like I didn't. So there's maybe like 15% I didn't do it to. That's the 15%. That's the 15% I wanted. I was a fucking 100%. Gentleman to those. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm just changing 15% of the odds.
Yeah. Here's the last one I'm gonna do because now I have the definitive answer. I want to jump to the future where it's only me, you, and Lay on this podcast, and learn that Vin got Toe got kicked out. He got fucking canceled. So it's just the three of us now.
We would have really sucky intros.
What, you don't think I can do a fucking intro?
You can, but this guy just brings some unfiltered passion on. This guy says things like regular moo cow fuck milk. I've never come on, we need that. I need the moo cow fuck milk.
All right. I'll keep that in mind in the future version of the show.
Shit.
But I'm in charge.
It takes a level of intelligence to be this stupid.
I just made a variant of Cap somewhere. A variant of Cap heard that and said, and I took that personally.
Yo, welcome to VA Comics. Where it's Cabs, Lay.
Does show up from time to time?
Oh, show always shows up on time, and I just keep him in a little waiting area and never put him on the show.
I don't like this reality. Show being on time,
word.
That's scary. Something's wrong.
Well, he doesn't have Vin as a bad influence now.
You know? you know? Hey, maybe, you know what?
Matter of fact, our first segment is not a question of the day. It shows word of the day, where he says a word that's like 6 syllables long and then gives us the definition and uses it correctly in sentences.
And then we just spam it throughout the whole podcast like he does. We just spam his own shit. Oh, man. That's really funny. That always reminds me of the fucking, when it was you, him, and Dave. With the what? That shit was too funny. Yeah, she'll be a little tired sometimes, man. He's a hard worker. My man got like 18 kids. He's a hard worker, great dad. So give him a break.
Word. But I mean, shit, man. If there was a way, something. Here you go. If I could go back in time to change one thing, it would be we started this shit years ago.
Oh,
and we're already in the succession of this shit.
And Screen Crush and New Rock Stars and all of those guys didn't exist because it was just us.
Yes.
Or they existed under us. No offense, guys. Yeah. This is our alternate timeline. You could appreciate.
But you don't know shit.
Yeah, you could appreciate this.
Can I do I want to do one sentimental one.
Okay. Yeah.
Just because I feel like I've been too dark.
Yes.
I want to go back to, let's say, 1987.
Okay.
And I want to walk up to my mom and dad, just say thank you,
Yep.
and dip out.
Yep.
You
I
know,
respect it.
If they recognize me, cool. If they don't, cool. But
you know what?
Before they really got the ball rolling
On some
is what I
Thor
know.
shit, your mom would know
Yeah.
exactly who you are.
Yeah, you know what? You know why he said 1987?
Youth.
Raised by witches, boy.
No, I'll let you say what you're gonna say because I think I know what you're gonna say. I came home the second time from the military, walked in civilian clothes, walked right out, stared at my mom, and it took her legit 2 minutes before she realized it was me. She was about to curse me out. Like, she was about to be like, "Why is this motherfucker staring at me?" So I don't know if she'd actually recognize me
Good
or
point.
not. But
Okay. Touche.
You know why he picked 1987?
Why?
Because that was the year before I was born.
Okay. He was like, yo,
Yeah,
guys,
before you fuck this up.
be careful.
no. All right, let me explain something. That is true that I picked the year before Tove was born. But what has always been the story that was told to you, Vin? That I was so good. No, that I was so good that they decided to have another kid.
Yeah.
So what I did preserve that and wouldn't have changed anything.
Yeah.
So you still would be all right.
Yeah. But I would have hair.
Dude, there's not a reality in this world where you get to keep your hair
Shit.
past 21.
I tell you one thing though. I would take a lot more pictures.
If you had hair?
No, if I go back. That was one thing we never did. We
We're not
always
taking people.
we always appreciated the moment. And like even like the wrestling event that we went to on the weekend, I pulled out my phone just, to have to take pictures with people because it's like, yo, this is a moment that I wanted to remember. But majority of the matches, I'm watching it because it's like, I'm here now. I'm not gonna be on my fucking phone. I want to see you live. If I wanted to see you on TV, I'd have fucking waited until you got to the WWE or some shit.
Well, believe it or not, obviously, this is a true statement. I mean, not that this is a true statement, it's a true experience, but sometimes developing pictures wasn't like the most convenient. You know what I'm saying? You had to go, drop it off, wait a day or so to then come back. I can imagine the amount of lost rolls of footage and pictures that people never claimed or people that never developed them. I could imagine, bro. There is you remember the disposable yellow Kodak cameras?
Yep. You get it from the vending machine.
Yeah,
you got to wind
day,
up at the end. Click.
Wait till the light comes on.
17, 18 at the height of our coolness. When we thought we were cool, we were just idiots. I think I was out of high school already. I was out of high school. So I was like 18, 19. So one day, no, I think it's a little somewhere in there. So one day Krills goes, yo, let's get a disposable camera and just take pictures being stupid. I'm like, well, we're stupid all the time. Let's document it. But we took real pictures. And I remember we were like, there was so many random places that we were that day and we took pictures and shit. That shit was in my drawer for years and I never developed it. I went back to New York back in 2011 and I asked my mom, she's like, I was already here for 2 years. So I went back. I was like, yo, mom, I looked at all my stuff was still there. My little brother was still living in the house. So a lot of things in our room was preserved. So I looked through that drawer and I did not find that camera. And I'm like, mom, there was a yellow camera in here. What happened? She was like, I don't know. No one's been in there since you left. So I don't know what I did with that camera, but there's some good stuff on there. There's some good stuff. I would love to see that.
That'd be dope. Yeah.
Would love to see that. And I know that with these phones and shit, taking pictures has lost some kind of nuance to it, right? I get that. But
Yeah.
I do like the fact that it's easy for us to document these moments nowadays.
Yeah.
It's so difficult, like, to find pictures of our parents when they were young. You got the one or two, or maybe you got a few. Maybe your parents had a little money way back in the day, and pictures were luxury. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Yeah.
couldn't just go and take pictures anywhere. So, like, when your parents took a picture, it was like in their best dress. Feel me? It was like, it was a special picture. So it's like, it's so hard. And it's like nowadays, when my son is 30 and he wants to ask me, yo, what did you look like when you were like 10, 11, 12? I could find that. Maybe like 14, 15, 16. Like, I could find that, where I think I've seen like 3 pictures of my parents at that age. So I do enjoy that about these fucking devices we carry in our pockets.
Word. But you see, that's the thing though. Like, I see, like, at the event, I took videos and I'm looking at the videos and I'm like, damn, these are bad videos. And then I see everybody else taking pictures of like the right moment and this and that. And I'm like, I always tell people, like, yo, I'm not a picture taker. Like, if I was there to take pictures and nothing else, you'll get phenomenal pictures from me. But I see it as wherever I'm at as a museum, I'm there to appreciate the artwork or the whatever there is. Like, I'm there to watch and enjoy. I'm not pulling out my phone.
I hear you.
Unless it's one of those, always like, yo, that's the dude that sponsored. All right, yo, let's get the entrance and all that other shit just in case, whatever, But I'm not, like, I'm there to enjoy wherever I go. You know what I'm saying? So
I hear you. You know what used to suck back in the day too? Like, you would get the red eye on the camera.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'd go through a whole roll and not even notice that you were taking these horrible pictures because something was like in the way of the focus, or maybe the flash. And it's like, bro, not for nothing, like, send nudes is a popular thing, and people been saying that as a meme forever. But like, yo, back in the day, if you had some like like wonky pictures like that, like, they saw that shit when they developed them.
Yeah.
Like, there was no cover while they developed your picture. No, they don't. Like, they saw everything. So you would go back in, pick up your photos. If you was doing some wild shit, they're like, here. Yeah, you see, memories are nice, Nadi. I agree with that. Yeah.
And here's a thing to think of. You could tell them how many copies to make, which means they can make copies.
Yeah.
Which means what they hand you is not necessarily the only ones that.
Yeah, this shit was nuts, bro.
So what you're saying is I should have went into film development.
Hey, you never know what you got though. You might have gotten something you didn't want to see. You feel me?
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to VA Comics.
Yeah, son. Like, it was rough. Oh, let's go. Yo, we're about a year and a half too late on that. This guy, bro, had that shit ticking a whole time. That was so funny. Wow. My man got the disclaimer up there. We're just portraying characters here.
That's it.
Damn, son. Yeah, pictures, bro. There was this, and guys, we'll get into Quantum Realm soon. You know how we do. But there's so much shit that we used to just put up with. And it was just normal back then, bro.
Yeah.
It's great. The picture thing. Like, look, not for nothing. I used to work at T-Mobile. I worked at T-Mobile for about a year. And we would have to transfer photos. And I'm not going to lie to you and say that people wouldn't look at people's photos. I'm not going to lie to you and say I didn't do it. But one time I saw something, I was like, I'm never looking again. There was this one dude. He was like, I don't know, man. I don't know what he was doing. There was some like weird, like dead animals. I don't know if there was some like, I was in Hialeah, which is like heavily populated Cuban area, Cuban areas. Cuban people do some weird, Nadi could attest to that. They do some stuff, there's religious things and there's sacrifice. I saw some like dead birds. I don't know if he was cooking them or sacrificing them. I was like, I'm never looking at one of these again. There was a woman who came in and, this was she was dressed very nice, very good looking woman. And she wanted her photos transferred. And the first thing I was like, yo, that girl looks a little scandalous. I suggest you don't look at anything in there. And what did these guys do? They looked exactly in there. And I was like, you know what? That one, like, y'all gonna get in trouble for that. Like, HR, there wasn't an HR department, but there was 2 people that would oversee everything and make sure people were behaving. I'm like, yo, they're gonna know what y'all doing. Chill out. But that was like the only time that there were ever some like really like dicey pictures. For the most part, you got the kids and places and shit. But like to believe that, yeah, Santeria, that's what it is. But to believe that back in the day, you would take a picture, whatever you were doing, they saw that shit.
Yeah.
So it's like if you, for some stupid reason, took a picture of like a crime you committed or something stupid you did, they saw that. They had to report that. Yo.
Yeah, because you can't have child pornography going around.
Yeah. Like crazy times that we used to live in, bro. Wow. That's wild. If I'm developing pictures and I see some fucked up shit, I'm sorry, I'm telling on you.
Word. This motherfucker's eating.
If you're doing something that's like morally wrong, like I don't know, maybe that's not the word, but like if I see you with like different partners, that's your business. But if I see you with some like you said, like some kid porn and like some shit like that, I'm telling on you, bro. Fuck you.
Word.
Fuck that. I'm telling on you immediately. Like, yeah, we don't snitch, but that's weird. That's mad weird.
There's a difference between snitching and reporting a crime.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like snitching is me running to my dad and like, yo, do you know what Avengers did? That's snitching. Me stopping somebody from doing something illegal. That's not. That's.
And you would think to yourself, with the way we're talking, you would think to yourself like, oh, why would anybody, develop pictures like that? Bro, people have done some dumb shit.
Yo, just look at what the fuck's happening now.
And people post up everything on Instagram.
Fucking, not to bring his ass into it, but Logan Paul, one of the Paul brothers, went to Japan and had all that
suicide.
Yeah. Why would you do? Because he's not thinking.
Yeah.
He's not thinking ramifications. He's just doing shit.
You heard about that, right, Toe?
Yeah. He took pictures in the suicide
forest in Japan, and he like legit filmed someone just hanging. Like, what?
Yeah,
and he still he survived that. That was way before cancellations. And he's in hot water yet again for some NFT cryptocurrency scam. Yo, those guys are gonna. I mean, you don't talk about it long enough, people forget. But yeah, he's in some deep doo-doo right now. Logan or Jake is the box. Well, but they both box. Jake is the younger brother, the ones that like actively box.
No. Jake is the older one. Jake is the one you're talking about. Logan is the boxer, the younger one that boxed.
Okay.
Jake is the one that fought Mayweather, but Logan's the one that fought Tyron Woodley and all the other MMA fighters. And
which one was the one in the WWE?
No. Jake Paul is the Jake Paul. I'm looking at Jake Paul is the one that fought Woodley. Logan is the one that recorded he's the one that recorded the suicide forest, and he's the one who's in the crypto scam right now. Yeah, it's Logan. See, we don't even know, bro.
Yeah, because to be honest, I don't give. Yeah, you're right. I don't give a shit. I mean, listen, they can kill whoever they want and be fine with it, and I'll get canceled for just saying that.
And then what's funny? Logan. See, the thing about NFTs is that you can kind of cover yourself up with it because you're just like, well, I thought it was real. I was part of the scam too, which is what Logan is doing. Like, come on, bro. And don't get me wrong, Logan was like super bullish on NFTs. But like the people you hired around you are like scummy as hell. Yeah. So like you knew something was up, but that's the thing about NFTs. You could be like, oh, I invested too. It's like, come on, bro. You made money.
Yeah, fuck that.
You
You
made
don't
money.
you don't hire scumbags unless you know them.
Exactly. You're not gonna hire a scumbag unless you cool with that scumbag.
Yeah, you
Or
doing some
you know what
scumbag
they could
shit.
do. You know what they could do for you. And
Yeah.
apparently one of the dudes that he hired scammed them out of some Pokemon cards. Remember, he spent like $3.5 million on fake
Yeah.
Pokemon cards. I'm starting to think that was just a stunt because he ended up working with the guy. And
Yeah.
I think he's called like Crypto King, the guy or something. So it's funny.
Yo,
I
there's
was
one
into.
thing.
Go ahead, my bad.
My bad. Well, there's one thing that I'm noticing. When groups of people or groups of rich people or famous people work together, they start doing similar shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So like when The Rock and Kevin Hart started working together, they're making comedy movies, and The Rock is starting to do similar shit. He's taking over just like Kevin Hart did.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But here you go. Now Logan Paul is working with the WWE. The WWE did work with Dana White. Every time some shit happens, what's the first thing they do?
Yeah.
Change the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
So Logan Paul goes, "Oh, I got NFTs. Y'all want to cancel me? He stole my Pokemon cards. He wrote this one wrong." Vince McMahon gets quid pro quoed and outed for raping a referee back in the 50s and all that other bullshit that he did. I'm selling to the WWE. Dana White smacks his wife. Well, you know what, man? You can't say nothing because I said it before, and then this is happening. We got rid of the heavyweight champion because he's too afraid to fight. It's the watch this hand rule.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what happens here. Watch this hand.
Yeah. That's a good point. And I remember when NFTs were on the rise, I did cryptocurrency for a little bit, but I kind of didn't like it. I stuck with stocks.
Yeah.
But when NFTs first came out, I was really into the NFT shit, like just learning about it. But then I saw my man Gary V.
Yeah.
Yo, Gary V, like I watch everything he does. That Gary V is an alpha without being a dick. That's why I like Gary V. That is an alpha. He is unapologetically himself, but he's not an asshole. Super nice guy. Anyways, so he said the most important thing when it comes to NFTs. He said 98% of all NFT projects will fail. And about 80% of those are scams. So that's when I backed off of the NFT shit a little bit. And I was like, you know what? Some of them were nice. Some of them worked. They had backings. The thing about this crypto NFT is fast money. Get in, get out.
Yeah.
Get in, get your money, get out, bro.
I got one NFT, and it's a Tony Hawk one because I thought that was going to be something where it's like, I can flip it. You know what I'm saying? And nah, that was... It cost me $40, and right now I can sell it for 40 cents.
Yeah,
but,
the same thing.
Yeah, and I did the cryptocurrency. I got the same shit that Elon Musk did.
Doge?
I spent, Dogecoin. It was like 18 cents, and I was like, all right, here goes $50. Like, I spent enough money that I know I could waste. Like, if I would lose it, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
I
bought one NFT that was part of a game. The game launched. The game was not great, but we all expected that.
Yeah.
I think I paid like $100 for it, and I flipped it back for like 85. Yeah,
Okay,
I lost $15. Yeah, and it's in. The funny thing is that it's all in Ethereum, so whatever's left in that account could go up or could go down. Who knows, right? But that's the thing about crypto and NFTs. I know people who made some real money off crypto. Like the dude who actually put me on, like he made money and he doesn't work anymore. My man lives in Denver. He grows and smokes pot now all day and just is still doing crypto and just selling legal weed. And I was like, yo, son, you doing all right? Like, yo, bro, I told you about this crypto shit. He's the one that told me. He was like, bro, the thing about me is that I got in and got out. I did it for a year. I went heavy. I made money. I rolled out, and I'm investing now. And I was like, well, damn. Some NFT projects, people made money. Yo, that kid, he used to rap with 50, Uncle Murder. He used to do the new yearly wrap up, which he took from Mad Skills. Mad Skills. I remember those times. I remember. It's funny because Uncle Murder legit said it. Yeah, I stole his shit. So what? It's so funny, but he invested early into crypto, and when crypto popped back in like 2019, 2018, like bro, he made so much money. He doesn't rap no more. He disappeared. I don't even hear about Uncle Murder no more.
Yeah.
I'm not here to be. When's the last time you heard about him? My man is
Dude,
living life
like-
off crypto.
Like 4 years ago when he did his last year wrap up.
The last wrap up he did.
Yeah.
He don't do that shit no more. My man
Yeah.
got hella money.
I only know one Uncle Murder song, and that's it.
Yeah, like he wasn't like the most polarizing or like influential rapper, but he was there. He was there, and
Dude,
like yeah, he
Hey,
signed with
that's
50.
a
and
warning he does. I listen to that song every once in a
Warning.
while.
I like the remix too that they put everybody on that shit. I think French, Vado, everybody was on that. But yeah, he made like they spoke to him about the money he made with crypto. He like, yeah, bro, I'm good. Like he heavily invested, and apparently he got some returns, but he didn't get greedy with it. But Tom Brady got greedy with it, did all that FTX shit. That shit hurt. Tom Brady is about to retire, lost his wife, potentially lost the kids, and lost FTX.
He is not going to retire.
We'll see.
He's gonna play until his literal wheels fall off.
I think it has a lot to do with all of the shit he's going through. He's like, bro, at the end of the day, all I got is football. People love me there.
Yeah, right.
Go hug your kids. Go hug your kids, Tom.
Not to get too off topic, which we already are, but
we already are.
I just love the whole. You gotta be the alpha male. You gotta be the fucking 6%, the top 1%, the over 6, over da. His wife was like, "Yo, if you don't stop playing, I'm gonna leave." He's like, "Fuck that, I'll play." Then she left. Now look at him. No wife, took the kids, can't throw a fucking touchdown to anybody. Getting beat the shit out of
nobody. What the hell happened? And apparently, she's like
number 12 being a fucking alpha. But you could have just rode off into the sunset as the greatest fucking player ever.
If he would have rode off into the sunset after the Super Bowl victory that he just had 2 years ago with the Bucks, could have been best. And that happens to that happened to Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning went to the Broncos, has a Super Bowl run, crazy, but then the next year, it was awful. It was awful. Like they forced him out, like, yo, thank you for your services. You gotta go, fam. It was awful.
He's like, but I want to play football. The Jets could use you. No, I'm retiring.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. That's the thing about like athletes. That switch just turns off, man. Your body just can't no more. It just turns off. Could be an injury. Could be. I mean, Tom Brady's been playing football for so long. Shit is not even normal. Like, do your bones even work? Like, are you gonna make it to 85, Tom Brady? That's a real question. And I mean, he's not getting hit like other people get hit. And in fact, most of the time you hit Tom Brady, they'll call a flag so you kind of ease up. But still, you got to practice. Like you're still out there on Sundays, and you've been doing it for 20 some odd years.
Dude, speaking of that, I think it was in the Giant Minnesota game where the Giant guy had Cousins, put him on the ground. They call unnecessary roughness. On a fucking normal, he didn't even hit him. He just grabbed him and placed him on the ground.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna get worse.
Yo,
it's gonna get worse.
The National Flag Football League.
Yeah, it's gonna get worse, especially with all the concussions and what happened to Tua and then even what happened to Hamlin. That's different because he's on defense.
That was a freak once in a life, once in a million chance.
But still, there's just too much eye on medicine in the NFL right now, and how the staff treats you and what you can do and all of that. There's just too much eyes on that shit. So it'll get worse. Like, bro, just put a red jersey on a quarterback and he could be like, you remember back when we used to play two-hand touch, you would have the quarterback that just quarterbacking for both teams. I forget the name of it. What do we used to say? Quarterback official. There was a name for it.
You just say fucking quarterback.
Yeah, when you were quarterback for both sides, there was a term for it. What the fuck was that term?
Designated quarterback?
I don't think we was that smart.
Hey, It could be designated quarterback because there's only one of you.
Krills would know that. Krills would know that term for sure. But there was, I know you know that I know you have the term there. It's on the tip of your tongue. I know there was a term.
Yeah.
I think it's official. I think it's official quarterback. So let me be official.
Yeah, let me
QB.
be the official.
Let me
Yeah,
be, I think it was official. I think it was official. And you just quarterback for both teams. I mean, just might as well. I don't know, bro. You can't stop tackling in football.
No, it's the designated quarterback.
Well, I mean, in the street, we did not say designated. That's what I mean.
Well, the only reason why I got designated is because of the DH in baseball.
Yeah,
you got designated hitter.
That makes sense.
Sports terminologies we knew.
I could hear people. Yo, let me be official. Like, it was always the bigger dude, kind of chunky guy that could throw the ball, but didn't really want to get tired. You really want to run. Like, yo, let me QB for both. Let me be official. I remember that.
Yeah.
But Quantum Realm.
So
Quantum Mania, we're here. We're gonna have to start putting the little dividers on our YouTube videos so people can skip to the good stuff
right?
if they wanna. This is the good stuff.
Word. So I did a little studying about what would happen if you went into the quantum realm. Now in the video
you mean like
real life?
Okay, not Marvel comics. Real life quantum realm. Okay.
So you would actually have to be as tiny as possible, like a molecule shit, right? So the way they define quantum is you're at your smallest state in the video, right? So like I looked up the meaning of the word quantum, and it's a discrete quantity of energy proportional in magnitude to the frequency of the radiation it represents. I don't know what that means, so that's the smart shit we're talking about right now, okay?
Yo, Cap was laughing the whole time.
Yeah. So, but the way that this thing,
because I know every word. So just said he just read something that he had he might have well just
and
read
went
it
to the
French.
next word and went to the next. He read a word, went to the next. Read a word, went to. Did you guys watch Quantum Leap when you were younger?
No,
yes,
I didn't.
I watched some Quantum Leap. Not like my favorite thing, but it was cool.
So one of the things they were saying is that in like our math and our way of thinking that everything has a reason and everything has an outcome. Like if you took a beam of light, you can study it and there's waves to the light and that's particular behavior of it, right? You put it in a box and two slit lines, you can see the waves. There's a light wave and a dark wave of light.
Sure.
What they were saying is that when they bring it to a photon, a single particle of light, and they moved it down to like a quantum level, it reacted like if it was beams of light. You had light and dark, but then when they made something to study, it changed into something else.
Like streams?
No, like it behaved in a different way that it wasn't beams of light. It was, so they're saying that in the quantum realm, everything is possible and nothing is possible. Mm-hmm. So like let's say if you shrunk down into a quantum realm and you were a particle and you bumped into, like, let's say me and you are particles of the quantum realm and we bumped into each other, we would attach and become two separate versions of each other. So like, let's say if I went to sleep early, you would stay up at night. If I would walk to work, you would drive to work. Like we would be the same person, just opposite parts of it. And we would actually
literally the multiverse.
Yes, literally. Yeah. And you know, they're saying like nothing is predictable there. Like if you went into the quantum realm and you still had like memory of your life, you might go batshit insane because you wouldn't know how to handle everything and nothing happening at the same time.
Yeah, that's sick. Yeah.
Like you would be looking for your car and your car is in every single spot in the world.
But it's also not there.
Yeah, until you manifested it in this one spot. Like you'll have a slice of pizza with every single topping on it. And then when you go to bite it, you manifested you wanted a pepperoni pizza, it will be a pepperoni pizza.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, like there's nothing.
Cool.
Yeah, like there's no rules. There's no nothing. Like
imagine you're about to eat your slice. So you're like, I don't like the smelling of this topping.
Yeah,
Let's
and
make extra cheese.
They were like physical. Like with the way that they're studying it and everything, you can like literally teleport yourself to another part of the world. And like, I want to be on an island. You're on an island. So I'm hearing this shit, and I'm like, so now all those things, like, how did they know where she was and blah blah blah. If she's we're talking about Ant-Man's wife in this particular,
Janet.
we're gonna go to the Marvel quantum realm. If that theory is relating to this, she was looking for them, and technically she could find them because she's a quantum particle now.
Mm-hmm.
She's everywhere.
Yeah.
And with Peter, what's his name?
Scott Lang.
Scott Lang going into the quantum realm, he would become a quantum particle also.
Mm-hmm.
So she would be able to feel him and not feel him. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the connection would be. It's like real life theories of the quantum realm in real life versus the MCU quantum realm. It kind of makes sense.
So is that why Kang needs Ant-Man? Their tech can freely move in and out of the quantum realm.
It could be.
Could be. That's what we've been theorizing.
Yeah. So and it's funny because a little while ago we were talking and I said that I don't think Kang's the guy. I'm based on the last trailer, I think this could be the guy. This could be Kang. I just saw the last trailer and a lot of things made more sense. This is Kang. This is the guy. I'm gonna go back on that statement 100%. This is Kang. And you know what I find funny? You saying this about Ant-Man, he's jumping quantum realms, he's in and out, he's there, but he's not there. So Kang says something super interesting, and he said this in the original trailer, but it wasn't until I saw the second trailer that I started thinking about it. He goes, haven't I killed you before?
Yeah.
Wouldn't Kang know that he killed them before?
Yeah.
Kang would know. He should know what kind of Avengers he got under his belt.
But I think that's a general statement. Like if you beat somebody and then they come back up to you, you look at them and go, "Didn't I beat you already?" You know full well.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly my point. He should know though. So it's like, has he never seen Scott before in all of these other universes?
Maybe he didn't see this version of Scott.
That's what I'm saying. And and he finds him and he's like, yo, I need you. You're the guy I need.
Or he's not talking to Scott.
Or he's not talking to Scott.
He could be talking to Hank Pym.
Oh, shit.
Didn't I kill you before?
Oh, shit.
Spoiler alert.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like
oh,
think about
shit.
it. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Or could he, or maybe his wife?
Yeah.
Whoever. Yeah. Here's another thing.
Also, in the quantum realm, you can move through particles like ghosts.
Oh, we know Ghost is coming.
Yeah, you know.
Yo.
Hell yeah, I want some Blue Bell ice cream, normal guy.
Hell yeah.
Unfortunately, I cannot have any. So
one thing, I'm sorry to you kind of derailed a little here, normal guy. I know that people have their preferences on ice cream, and there is better ice cream out there than Blue Bell. But the one thing I give Blue Bell over any ice cream, the consistency is always legit. It is like when I buy ice cream, I don't eat it the first night. I need it to freeze overnight. Blue Bell, yeah, I need it to get like sometimes you buy ice cream and on the way home it like melts a little bit, you know? So you're getting some goop in there. And you can leave it in for like 2-3 hours. I don't know. I like ice cream the next day. Blue Bell just comes ready, yo. Good consistency every time.
You know what's funny? I've never seen this.
The big gold bucket of ice cream. It's like $8. Blue Bell.
I don't think I've ever seen this.
Not the best tasting ice cream, but consistency always on point. It's like a big gold bucket. If you were to look it up, you know, you've seen it in the supermarket. It's like a cow on it. It's like a cow emblem on it. Blue Bell, fire. Such good consistency. That's a newer version of the thing. Look, it's those gold ones right there. You see with the gold trim.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, bro.
Nah.
Them shits is fire. They get a bad rap, but them shits is like good. Their consistency is always lit. Okay, sorry. Quantum Realm. I'm gonna jump into the Quantum Realm, go get some Blue Bell right now.
Here's something that's gonna bake your noodle.
Oh
So,
boy.
well, I was looking up shit. There is a literal point of matter, energy, whatever you want to call it, but there's a literal point where you have to push past in order to get to the quantum realm
Mhm.
in the MCU. And the pin particles make you small enough to pass that line. Maybe that is what's keeping Kang down there. The
Yeah,
fact that he doesn't have the tech to push back through that line.
Yeah. That's why he's like, yo, Scott, what's up?
And and the fact that everything forms in there, and there's no rules and chaos, you can have a multiverse run through it.
I mean, I'm starting to think that this is like the gateway, not the gateway, but like you have the
like a back door
quantum realm, and then you have just universes.
Yeah,
like this is the meeting point.
Because if you think about it, the quantum realm is unpredictable because you have all those multiverses in there, and not everything is running the same way. So you would have
could go in and out. You could go in and out. You could go to different places. I think that's what Kang is doing. He needs to get out of there to start his multiversal war.
Word.
Another thing I read is that the quantum realm is not a different universe. It's parallel.
Yeah. Yes.
It runs in conjunction with us, not separate from us.
Yes. Oh.
So it could. I mean, they obviously went through time and shit, but it could theoretically run parallel to all universes.
And Kang is at the forefront of that shit, and that's what he wants to do. If he wants to start this multiversal war, or he wants to just like reset everything, like the way he's always wanted to. The thing about Kang is Kang got bored of power. Like, so he's just like, he don't have nothing fun to do anymore. So he just starts going everywhere. And that left all the variants, right? Or all the different versions. So it's like, I'm starting to think that this is the guy. And all of his people, obviously the multiversal war between him and all his variants are already out there. But this one seems to be stuck in here. And he's just, homie's trying to get out. So it's like, I am a little nervous. The notion of time travel, right? When Endgame did it, when other movies have done it, there's so much criticism and there's so much room for error for time travel. And this is, Kang is a time villain. He is the villain of time. So like, does that get you nervous, bro?
It doesn't get me nervous if they do a certain thing. One, you have to stop trying to make it logical. Because time travel is illogical to begin with.
Even if you have a decent understanding of it,
it's
still very low. Yes.
The grandfather paradox. You go back in time to kill your grandfather, so you're never born. But because you succeeded, you were never born. Because you were never born, you never jumped back. And because you never jumped back, you never killed them. Thus, you were born. Then you were born. Then you jump back. Like that in and of itself.
You skewed the timeline somewhere else, anyways.
Yeah. Like the whole branching theory. It's too broad of a concept to put like a legitimate fucking take on it and logic to it. Yes. So if you just go in there and go, yo, time travel. We do whatever the hell we want.
This is how we're doing it here, bro. Shut up.
Yeah, and just fucking go with it. Because for years, until this day, Terminator has always been like a distant fucking franchise for me. I'm never into it, even though I've seen them all. Because I can't grasp how you send back somebody to be your father who wasn't around when you were born.
Yeah.
Like that loop doesn't. I can't grasp how that loop works.
See, that
So-
could be circumstance.
The 90s,
Where
man.
see, now here's the thing though, right?
But
Let's get
before you
to
go, but
ahead.
if you don't think about it, the Terminator series, at least for the first 3, are fucking decent movies.
Yeah,
Some of them, some would say Terminator 2 is one of the best movies ever made.
it's up there.
If you just fuck trying to make logic of it and just follow whatever the movie says.
Surrender
So-
to what they're trying to dish out.
So,
Yes,
imagine this: John Connor, son of Sarah Connor, and a random guy, right? He grows up to be the leader of the resistance. He sends somebody back in time. That dude prevents the random guy from meeting Sarah Connor. Now him and Sarah Connor give birth to a John Connor. When that John Connor is old enough to be in the future where the other John Connor is, they're stepbrothers. They're not real. They're not the same person.
yeah, because so that's the thing about the
But-
way it works. It's different movies have different
Yeah.
things about time travel, because if we're talking MCU, what you just said there would have just created another timeline for
Yeah.
Reese and them.
No, yeah. But
the,
you know what I'm saying?
the one where he got sent back from is still here.
Yeah.
But now he's just down here making another one. So it wouldn't work based on
But-
the MCU's logic.
No, I hear you, but here's the thing though. Like, let's say we're all on one timeline, right? That Reese now is like a stepbrother to this one, and it would be like they have different memories of their fathers because they have different fathers
Yeah, but
or different circumstances.
So there's 2 Connors out there, is what you're saying.
There's 2 John Connors.
But
When he goes back, when he goes back to time, there is no John Connor at all. So
Yeah.
he makes the one John Connor right there.
Yeah. But here's the thing though.
But then when you go back to the future,
You can't. Yeah. Like it would be physically impossible for you to erase yourself from the
Wow.
timeline. So here's the thing though. You lived your life. You go back to do something. Now that time catches up to you. Everyone else that knows you, like the people that know you now know you, but the people that knew you back then don't know you. They know him.
it's weird.
You have became an outsider to the rest of the world, and then he would have to teach this John Connor how to be a leader and how to take over the resistance.
yeah,
It would almost be like in the movie The Prestige. Remember how he kept making clones of himself?
Yeah.
And he had to kill him off, and then was like the clone would come and live his life, and it's like he didn't really have the memory. Like he has the memories, but he didn't have the experience.
Did I not watch this movie?
Yo, so The Prestige is with
Christian
with,
Bale.
Christian
Hugh
Bale
Jackman.
and Hugh Jackman where they're magicians.
I did not watch that movie.
It's
You
a good
just
movie.
spoiled it,
It's no, it's a good movie. It's a good watch. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm thinking. Is like you're not killing yourself off. You're replacing yourself with a different version of you,
so
or you're replacing yourself with a different person.
So 2 things. 1, the whole premise of the T-1000s is to go back and erase them from the timeline. So you can.
No. Wait.
They
Just
never
because-
did it.
Just because theoretically it makes sense doesn't mean it's right.
But see,
within
that's why
within the universe of Trump, which is why I brought this up. There's so much questions with time travel, and so much things sticks, and so much things. So, for example, we were talking about time travel earlier, and I told you, if you go forward or backward, don't talk to yourself. That just came from Back to the Future. That who knows if that shit makes sense or not? You know what I'm saying? Like it's bullshit.
remember, Time Cop said that the same matter can't occupy the same space, so you wouldn't be able to touch yourself.
So
Otherwise, you'd melt into a fucking puddle. Like,
but then in the MCU, they're like, fuck that. Who cares about that? That's not true. And then even Scott says it. So Back to the Future is a bunch of bullshit. Like one of my favorite lines of that entire movie. You know, so it's time is time travel is so scary, man.
this
And
is why I
way-
don't like time travel shit.
yeah,
way they
that's what I'm
kinda-
saying.
fucking stupid.
The way they kind of explained it was you going into the past is not your past, it's your future.
Yeah.
So you
Like-
can't already fuck up what you're doing.
Yeah, you can't alter it in the MCU. That's their version of time travel because it's like this is your timeline, right? You go back here. So now you're making a new timeline. So your future is now your past. This is still going up here. You just started another one down here. So like, if you go back and kill baby Thanos, you're just killing him here. He's still around up here. He's still here on this timeline.
He's still taking over your shit.
Which is why the quantum realm seems interesting if it is like hosting all of these other universes and branches. So, and then the TVA tried to explain some of this shit and how they would prune universes that would, extend too long. Like when you branch off to try to that was their job. A new universe is made, a new branch is made, they go over there and prune it. That's their job. So it's like, who's to say what they missed or didn't miss? It's time brings up so much questions, and I'm just nervous that. And now this is the Kang dynasty. I feel like this is all of the multiversal shit has been leading to this moment. Is going to lead in some big climactic things. So like, is Secret Wars? Is this just going to be a bunch of like hopping back and forth universes? Are we still going to be interested in that by then?
It depends on how good the movies are.
Fuck. Time travel is exhausting.
If we come out of Quantumania going another fucking bad one, then no, nobody's gonna give a shit.
I mean, I haven't said another bad one in a while.
I mean,
one movie. There was mediocre. Wait, bro, y'all be trying Shang-Chi, bro.
No, dude, Shang-Chi is my either one or two favorite fucking movie.
Y'all be trying Shang-Chi. And Multiverse of Madness wasn't terrible.
You know what's funny? People that don't read the comics like that movie.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
They like the whole dynamic. They like everything they were trying to do and everything. Like they like that.
Dude, it had nothing to do with liking comics, not liking comics. You said multiverse and madness.
Oh yeah,
and gave me none.
No, yeah. Here's the thing, though, right? I think Quantum Realm is gonna turn the page and show you a new topic. The teacher's gonna be like, "All right, we got through addition and subtraction, multiplication and division," but it's not gonna teach you the thing. It's gonna be like, "All right,
it's gonna be a
this
new
is the
thing.
movie. This is the movie. This is the movie."
Mm-hmm.
And here goes the little subplot for the rest of the fucking phase.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're gonna watch a movie,
which is
what I'm saying?
Which is Kang and all of that shit. Yeah,
because the way we're describing this movie is either one, Kang has to die by the end of this.
He is
or
not gonna
two,
die.
Whatever he's doing has to come very soon, and that's not happening, right?
Or at least they're gonna prevent it for a little bit.
Yeah,
they're gonna prevent it for a bit. Scott dies. Scott gotta die. I feel like if Scott doesn't die in this movie, it's gonna be a missed opportunity to Thor is off-world. Hulk is off-world and came back. Who knows what he's doing? The OGs are pretty much done. I think Scott is like some of the last remnants of some OG like Avengers. You take him out, and it's like ain't nothing pretty no more. Ain't nothing nice no more. If we're gonna go into a darker tone, Scott gotta go, bro. And it's like, how long has he been in the MCU? It's time. He gotta go.
Yeah.
He gotta go. He gotta go. And Kang is like, so then people can have that moment, like, damn, Kang's not playing. Kang's not playing. Like, and look, I know that people have their feelings about Infinity War. And yeah, when everyone died, we knew that we're gonna come back. But that just still was emotional to see, right?
Yeah, and it still was like, oh shit, he did it.
Yeah. Excuse me. The Avengers lost for a year. 5 to them. 5 to them, but a year to us. So it's like, let's kill him. Let's kill Scott, bro. Love Scott. And it's like, his daughter's gonna stand up and rise too. She's gonna be superhero now.
Yeah. That statement seems to be a problem for a couple of people that I've already seen theorize shit. Because
his daughter or killing Scott?
Killing Scott, because again, they don't want the MCU to show up. I know what's crazy? We all hate that shit.
No, but you know what's crazy though? The MCU isn't gonna show up because we have mutants, the Fantastic Four, Blade, the Dark Knight, or whatever was it, Black Knight. All these men are gonna be there. It's like we just introducing women.
MCU is like, wow, that's so like, bro. There's like 5% of leading women roles in
Word.
all of MCU, and y'all tripping. Go back to 2. Like, what the hell? Well,
And
regardless of
not for nothing.
she might be a young Avenger. There's guys there.
Yo, listen, man.
I don't even think of that stuff.
Yeah, to be honest with you,
I don't even think about because like, and it is something that happens, and it is something that we bring up here in this podcast. We should, but like, I don't even think about. I was just thinking about killing Scott.
Yeah.
So like, just so Kang could look more badass.
Yeah.
That's all I want. Just so Kang could be that more imposing. Like, oh man, this guy took him out on some not coming back quantum realm shit. He's out.
Also, yeah, sleeping on Shang-Chi, and you're also sleeping on the fucking new Captain America.
And
Do you not realize we have a new Captain America? And for Lei, the Eternals.
For Lei.
Yeah, I hope Nukkle HeDD comes back.
I would love to see him.
Yeah.
I would love to see him. We are going to get some Shang-Chi shit, though. Those are the rings. It's the same design. They're just bigger.
They're supposed to fit Fing Fang Foom.
We've been said that shit here, too, right? Like, we've been said that they were connected somehow. So, and I mean, it's in San Francisco. Duh. You know? Shang-Chi's there somewhere. What is Shang-Chi doing? What he doing?
Word.
What is Shang-Chi doing right now? Someone answer me a fucking question. Someone. I need to know.
He's Kung-Fuing.
He's doing something. Like, those are the rings. Like, this guy, and now it makes sense because, you know, they changed the 10 rings. They said they changed the 10 rings into the bands because they didn't want them to look too much like the Infinity Stones. Because in the comics, they look exactly the damn same. Well, not exactly, but you could tell the difference, but you can't. So then it's like, we'll just make them bands. And I feel like, I don't know if they planned this or not, but with all the Kang shit going on now, the bands make just a lot more sense, I guess. And what is like his whole, I'm telling you, I hadn't watched no trailers. This last one, I didn't even know they showed him so much. Like I still thought it was like, you know, teaser-ish, but no, you see, he looks incredible, by the way. He looks great. Like it's comic accurate. Is it 1-to-1? No, but he looks great. Him blasting looks great. The suit looks great. The way the mask looks great. It looks great, bro. It looks good. I like it.
So, I you know, the one trailer I did watch, I like that also. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I remember when Thanos first popped up, they were like, look at his nutsack chin.
You remember that?
Yeah. You know, but in the comics, they called the quantum realm something different. Like what was it?
The microverse.
The microverse. Did y'all know that the microverse debuted in 1943 with Captain America?
No.
Yeah, in 1943, Captain America comic, I think it was Dr. Doom or no, they reiterated it with Dr. Doom and Ant-Man versus the Fantastic Four in like what 1986?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, but in 1943.
I know the Fantastic Four went back in time to try and beat Kang.
Yeah. So the microverse actually is not. It's nowhere near the same as what it is in the movie. It's literally just a parallel space in which you shrink down. Like you need PEM particles to get down as small as you can get to get there. And this dude, Prince Wayfinder, his people were getting attacked, so he jumped. He has a like magic sword, and his people were getting jumped. So he used his sword to go back in time to like our prehistoric shit. They found him. He used it again.
You guys.
Well,
Okay, I thought I lost you guys there for a sec.
No, still here.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, I'm still here too.
That he went back in time to what do you call it? He went back in time to our prehistoric time. They found him again. He used the shit to get to the quantum realm or to the microverse and lived peacefully down there. And that's when they, like Doctor Doom and all that other shit, started happening. Where Doctor Doom came in and started fucking with him, and the Prince Wayfinder merged with some sort of power that was used in order to get him down there with him and the sword. It's a completely different thing. It's got nothing to do with trying to go in and out of time. Kang doesn't fucking.
That's
Kang
what it
has
sounds
nothing
like.
to do with any of it.
And something else that I saw in the trailer when it's like the new dynasty is coming, whatever. That's getting me nervous. I don't think we're gonna see. Maybe we don't see Doom for Secret Wars. Maybe it's just all Kang running the show.
Remember, Doom can come in at the end of Dynasty and run Secret War.
I get it. But they keep like the movie's called Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, and this movie trailer's like, oh, the new dynasty, and it's like, man, I want to see Doom. Maybe that's just me though. I mean, I know a lot of people want to see him, but it's like maybe we just wait until the reset. Because that's, I mean, we've been said it. This is what's gonna happen. They're gonna reset. They're gonna reset, and all of a sudden we got X-Men's, Inhumans, and everybody just frolicking about. Bunch of street level dudes in New York, bunch of West Coast Avengers, X-Men, upstate. It's just gonna happen.
It's gonna be a weird time where they got 18 heroes to just cover 2 blocks in Manhattan.
100%. 100%. I wonder how that'll work out. But yeah, like after this whole like reset shit, like I don't know, that kind of got me a little nervous. You know, are we gonna see Doom at all?
You know how I would reset the MCU? You could use Doom, and after the whole Kang Dynasty, there's so many heroes, there's so much this, and Doom is like, we need control, and I'm gonna
sick of it. Yeah.
Kaplow to Sakaar.
Kaplow.
To Sakaar, and they kill Hulk's son and wife. And fucking World War Hulk comes down. Because he knows that the Hulk could kill everybody.
So he purposely blew up Sakaar to have the Hulk come down and wipe out Earth.
Yeah, and wipe out all the heroes and everything. So Doom can take over afterwards.
Yo, that's actually got plausibility to it. But yeah, just all of that Kang Dynasty and the dynasty is now, and whatever it said. It's like, man, you guys are talking too much dynasty. Like, I mean, but you know,
they're not the Lakers.
He is you feel me? Like, he is the big bad now, so I get it.
Yeah.
I have a question. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna make a stupid joke about the TV show Dynasty.
What did you guys think of MODOK?
I didn't see him.
I was gonna bring that up, but I was gonna tell Toe to mute himself or to mute us.
I mean,
I heard. I think I heard that.
Yeah, no.
That he was like, in there and they showed him. Yeah, but I didn't see him.
I do both pictures, him in and out of his armor or whatever you want to call it. I'm intrigued.
Now, MODOK's not the one from Hydra in Civil War.
You thinking of
that's Zola.
Zola?
Oh, okay.
Zola. Artem Zola.
Yeah. This is some. I mean, the person that they're using as MODOK in the MCU is not how it really happened. It's okay. It's a nice change. I welcome it, considering the movie he's going to be in.
Yeah. So this is the way I look at it. The way Civil War is different from the movies than it is in the comics is a great example of how you change shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because Civil War works perfectly if you watch the movies.
Mm-hmm.
You don't read the comic because it's good or whatever, but it doesn't translate because they weren't translating that story.
Mm-hmm.
They were using the premise for the movie. So this MODOK works perfectly
Perfect.
because they're going off of what they've established in the movie and not just taking a character from the comic and shoehorning him in.
MODOK is AI, right?
So
He's
In
an
the comic.
organic.
MODOK, he was part of some like he worked for AIM. He worked for AIM, and they like pumped him up with some like shit. I think they just like try to make him smarter to like make more robots or some shit. And he ended up having like his brain got too big to the point where he was like just a big head with like a little body. And that's when he started getting, that's like a wheelchair. It's like a hovering wheelchair for his body. And he's just started doing it like that. But the person they're using, I don't know if you want to know, but the person they're using,
It's a big spoiler. So
it's
I
a
don't
big
think
spoiler.
I would
So
wanna-
I don't want to say it, but the person they're using for MODOK this time is incredible.
I can mute myself.
No.
If
We
you
don't
want
even have
me
to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it. But it's just
right.
it's really good. It's a welcoming change, my
Yeah.
opinion. It just makes more, and not only does it make sense in the MCU, but just makes more sense to Ant-Man specifically. So good. And that's not telling you too much. It's not Hank Pym. You know? It's actually like, oh shit, really? Like, yo, it's like, really? Okay, damn, I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know that was an option.
It's one of the Taj Mahalis, or what was it?
Taj Mahalis.
Damn, what the fuck is the name?
One of the 7 wonders?
No, Black Wakanda. Dora Milaje.
Yeah,
one of the
I thought
Dora
you were
Milaje.
trying to say Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal's one of the 7 wonders or the 8 wonders, right?
Yeah.
It is, right? Okay, I thought it was crazy.
Dude, mute yourself for 1 second for this. Yo, the way in which, I don't know if you've actually seen the picture of him outside of the suit.
Yes, when they're walking into somewhere, he's like back there. That shit was like legit him.
Yes. The way in which Ant-Man 1 ended ties perfectly into why he would look like that there.
Yeah, because he like fucking...
Yep.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, I'm down. When I saw that it was this dude, I said, okay, that's a welcoming change. And it's funny, remember everybody was freaking out when he had his armor on? And it's funny because I defended it. I'm like, man, maybe the MCU just want to fucking show a walking head with arms. Maybe that's a little too creepy. Oh, nah, they did it. They did it.
You know what's funny? At the end, reading all the comments from the trailer, all the comments were like, oh, I guess we had nothing to worry about.
Yeah. Guys just jumping the gun. Although the armor doesn't look terrible, but it was good to see him.
Yeah.
It was good to see him like that. All right, Toe, you can come back. Scream at him.
Dude, he can't hear me. He's got his headphones in.
But he's muted. He should be able to hear you.
I don't know why I took the camera off.
Yeah, so we can just maybe he's doing a you can come back.
But he's shooting content for his OnlyFans right now.
I see. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know why you took the camera off.
Oh no, because I was doing something.
See, that's what I say. Content for his OnlyFans.
You were doing something? What?
He was being a pirate.
So was taking shots of vodka.
Well,
Yeah, I know you don't drink. No, yeah, I didn't want to watch it, but I was like, fuck, bro. It's hard. It's hard not to. I've been putting it off for so long, and tickets are purchased already. But
at this point, I have to start learning to walk in and just let the movie tell me what the fuck it wants to say. So, and not watching a trailer is actually detrimental to that for me, because then I have no choice but to go in with assumptions. But if I watch a trailer, then I can be like, okay, I might see where they want me to.
That's a
where
good
they
point.
want to lead me. I'll let them lead.
And to be honest, that is very pertinent of this trailer, because this trailer I hadn't watched. I watched the original one from like D23, the one that came out after that it didn't show all the extra stuff. It was just like a nice little teaser. I think you saw Kang like walk You see him come down, nothing
Yeah.
crazy. But this one like goes off. And because of this, I'm like, okay, I see what I kind of get a picture of what's happening here. Clearly, Janet, she fucked with Kang before. She knows him personally. Like there's some went down, and it's like Chronopolis has always been there, and like clearly she knows something, bro. She says it in the trailer. She's like, "Oh, you can't trust him. How? Why do you know that? Because he double crossed you, or did you double cross him?"
Yo, I have two theories.
Please.
Remember, I just told you that Prince Wayward or Wayfinder
Mm-hmm.
led the people found his way to the microverse, all that shit, right? Peep this.
Oh boy.
What if Bill Murray is Prince Wayfinder?
Okay. And
And
like
what if Chronopolis
yes.
is his city, and it wasn't Chronopolis until Kang got put there, and then Kang just fucking took over because he's the conqueror,
Because he's the conqueror.
and that's how you know that Kang can't be trusted.
Ooh. And he needs Scott Lang to break in to get that sword.
The sword. This got to be an item.
Like I said, remember you have to pierce that veil to get in. You got to be able to pierce that veil to get back out. That he needs something to do that.
Scott Lang, super little.
Yep.
And there's that shot that he's like, it looks like rings, and there's like multiple versions of himself, like hoisting him up. He did like some Naruto shit. He has like three people, kind of like three Ant-Mans, like hoisting him up, and he's like pointing like that. That's the core of something. Whatever's there is what we're looking for. 100%. Whatever's there, I don't know what it is, but whatever is in there, that's what we're looking for. Kang needs something for the rings. I don't know. It looks nice. The rings, they look exactly like the rings from Shang-Chi. It's the same, just bigger.
So here's a question for you. Do you think we're gonna get mentioned to Shang-Chi in here?
He's in it.
Or is he good? So you think he's in it? Because my choices were either they mention him or it's like a post-credit scene shit with him. Because they literally have not said anything about a Shang-Chi sequel or whenever he'll pop up next. When they ask Simu has no clue.
Well, he has a clue, but he can't say nothing.
No, I legitimately think he does not. Because I don't think
I think everybody took cues from Spider-Man, from Andrew Garfield. Everybody's like, wait, so like we can lie about it? It's like, yo, we never told you to not lie about it. Just lie. Say, look, what he did, everyone do from now on. That kid had us all confused.
There's a difference between what Andrew Garfield did, where it's like, dude, we saw you and you're lying, to what Simu is, where he's legitimately like, I don't know. Like if there is, they didn't tell me yet.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm maybe post-credit stuff, sure. I mean, we're in San Francisco. How do we not see him?
But who knows? The only people who know he's there are not Ant-Man. It's everybody else who knows he's there.
And not only that, he did go through that portal with Wong at the end of Shang-Chi, so we don't know. I don't know. He should show up.
The only way they could bring him, the only way that he could show up is if Cassidy saw him on their version of TikTok or whatever that they were using. When he was fighting on the bus.
Yeah.
But then again, you're not gonna know he's a superhero.
You're not.
He's just some dude on a bus who had a fight. Like
kick some ass for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Man, Shang-Chi, I don't know. I would love to see Shang-Chi in this movie.
I don't see where you would put him unless
they
mention it or it's a stinger at the end.
There's so much quantum realm stuff that maybe there is no, like, we're not going to be in San Francisco the whole time.
Maybe those rings use quantum energy.
Well, I mean, that's yeah, I'm guessing that too. Like, cause so at the end of Shang-Chi, the signal sent the beacon out. That beacon is Kang.
It could be Kang, could be Fing Fang Foom's people.
Oh man,
It could be Blue Marvel.
They could do
you wanted to
Marvel-
be so
yeah.
bad.
Marvel could do the accidental racist thing when trying not to be racist, but continuously accidentally making their only Asian character keep fighting fucking dragons.
I mean, I don't like.
What was the name of his trainer? Fu Manchu?
Fu
In the original
Manchu.
comic,
Yeah.
Fu Manchu
that was
was
his father, I think.
yeah.
But that was racist also, right? That was
Very
Well,
racist.
yeah, because that word has a fucking racist connotation to it.
Yeah.
okay.
And it's like, bro, it has like the
Of
Fu
the,
Manchu, the Fu Manchu mustache.
Yeah.
So
okay.
what it is the old school Asian mustache. They would use that in depictions and caricatures that were racially offensive. And then it
the
just
propagandas.
it just became, instead of saying, "Oh, the Asian dude," it was coded as, "Oh, the Fu Manchu."
Mhm.
And when you heard it, you knew exactly who they were talking about, what depiction they were looking at.
Okay. I get it.
Horrible stuff. Yo, those Shang-Chi comics were wild. It was so crazy. So crazy. But yeah, you know me, pie in the sky. I would love to see Shang-Chi somewhere. Like maybe he's just out there doing some shit. Maybe he ends up somewhere with Wong.
Maybe there's another set of
Wong's
rings.
Wong's
Maybe
too-
it's not Wong.
Wong is chilling with what's her name?
Macy or
but you don't know where it is.
yeah, Maddie.
Oh,
Madison.
Madison
Yeah,
with 2 D's.
but you don't know where it is. Yeah, he's out there watching fucking The Last of Us with her. He's watching The Last of Us with her for real.
Yo, that's exactly what I want to go into the future and avoid.
The last, it's a real thing. I mean,
the first of her.
Now, what's gonna happen? Oh, I thought you meant The Last of Us.
No, he's talking about her.
Yeah,
he wants to avoid someone like that.
Again,
like Madison.
The world ending. No, I don't. Let it burn. I don't care. I'm not gonna come back and be like, guys, we gotta stop eating dairy. Like, I'm gonna be like, yo, you know what sounds good right now? Some
pancakes. Some pancakes.
Some milk and cookies.
You're stupid, bro. You're stupid. So I showed y'all. I reposted that theory about The Last of Us. Dude is like, yo, in the first episode, no one eats flour. Like Joel. Like they didn't have the flour to make the pancakes, you know, because did you guys watch episode 2? You did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in episode 2, they have the flashback of Jakarta, where all of this started, and it started in a flour factory because the fungus lives in the virus. Yeast grows into bread. Feel me? So like in the first episode, the little daughter, Sarah, the whole first like 10 minutes of that interaction at the house talking about pancakes. And then Tommy comes in, he's like, yo, what's the pancakes? And she's like, yo, we don't have flour. You'll be okay. And then he's like, I was really looking forward to those pancakes. And it's like, now we're talking about flour. So I was like, oh, that's neat. I reposted it on Instagram. I was like, oh, that's cool. I didn't notice that. I did not I'm not saying that I pick up on all Easter eggs. I'm not a Easter egg video like maker. But I was like, that is a cool, there's that dude on Instagram that puts the weird like space music. And he's like, I was watching the MCU and did you notice? And everything he says to notice, like everyone knows. But this guy with the flower, I was like, okay, that's cute. That's cute. I didn't notice.
There was like, did you notice in Thor, Hawkeye was hinted to when they showed his bow? And I was like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, like he's
like,
always. I don't know if it's a parody account. I don't know if it's a parody account or what, but like most of the shit we've noticed. Most of it. Did you notice in Multiverse of Madness that America Chavez wears a jacket with a star on her back, and every time she opens a portal, it's a star? It's like, my man, I noticed that in the theater. Like, you know what I mean? I noticed that from the original. I noticed it from the comics. How about that?
Yeah.
Back in 2011, when they introduced her, it's the first thing they said. She opens star-shaped portals to the multiverse. Like,
Here's the funny thing, though. He must be doing something right, because we can, at least me and you, Caps, could sit here and pull like 15 of his videos that we keep watching.
He gets views.
We keep watching them.
He gets views. It's incredible, bro. I was thinking about that shit. I was thinking about like,
I think his last one is literally about Spider-Man.
and you probably knew exactly what he told you to notice.
Yeah.
And it has a damn. Where's that song from? Is that Interstellar?
It might be.
I think it's Interstellar, maybe. But it's like, yeah, I always notice, bro. But like, no, maybe that kind of account is good for like people who just enjoy the MCU and don't really get down with the comics or the video games or the OG cartoons. It's good for them. It's like, oh, I did not notice that. But anyways, Last of Us, Quantum Realm. If you guys want to do a little Last of Us talk the last half an hour,
Not yet. Yeah, we can do that.
You don't got to twist my arm too much.
I would, because I wasn't here last week, and I want to see how you feel about it, because I know you played both games, right?
I have not played the second game.
All right, then never mind. You were
I have it there, and I seen it. I seen it on stream. So there was a lot of hoopla going on with the game. So there was so much noise about it that I was just like, man, like you guys are ruining the experience for me. I just want to play the fucking game, and like there's so much things. So I never played it. But then I was gonna play it, but then at the same time, Ghost of Tsushima came out. Ghost of Tsushima came out like a month later, and I made a decision. So I was like, I'm gonna watch this game on stream, and I'm gonna play Ghost of Tsushima. So I've seen it all. I know what the game is.
I haven't played either of them. I've seen part 2, a lot of it, because of the hoopla shit, and then I saw a little bit of the first one. This world and these people are they should be lucky that I'm not on fucking Twitter. Because they literally were sending horrible fucking death threats, other threats to the actress who played Abby. And the actress who played Abby is one of the people who I watch. Her name, Laura Bailey. She's the voice of young Trunks in Dragon Ball Z. The voice of Black Widow in the Avengers video game and cartoons. She plays in the D&D show that I watch, Critical Role. She's voice actress of Vexalia on Legends of Vox Machina. This lady has built a career, a fucking amazing career. And they were harassing her.
But she's buff.
Just because,
Because she was like buff.
No, it's not. It's because of what the character did.
Yeah.
It's what the character did in the story, and it's like, dude, you're playing a narrative. You're not playing a pick your own adventure. You're following the story. You don't have to like the story. That's cool. Like, don't play the game. Turn it off. It's not your cup of tea. You didn't like it. Cool. But they're telling a fucking story with a purpose and for a reason to conclude some shit. Don't fucking attack people because your fucking narrow-mindedness doesn't like the fucking story they tell. Like, that's fucking stupid.
That's been happening since part 1, though. At the end of part 1, I don't want to spoil it for you guys because we will get there in the show.
I don't ever play PlayStation, so I don't give a shit.
I mean, but you're gonna get there in the show, though. So I don't want to spoil. But at the end of Last of Us 1, something happens and Joel makes a choice, and the fans were like, oh, we should have been able to make that choice. And Neil Druckmann is like, no,
it's a narrative.
It's our story. You don't know. This was never been a make decisions and shoot. No, it's never been that. Like, it's us. So it's like, yeah, whatever. But Quantum Realm, we could talk about Last of Us later. My bad.
No, it's like Midnight Suns. The whole time going to Midnight Suns, I'm like, yo, I know what I'm gonna do. And then the time comes at the end, and you realize, no big. There is a twist, but the real twist is, oh, this is a narrative. Yeah, the whole time I got to do little things and make decisions here and there. But when you actually look at the whole story, there's actually a reason you don't have a choice at the end, and it just happens the way it does.
Yeah, people can't realize that. People can't realize that. It's so annoying.
But
Word.
but that's the thing, man. You get into video games for 3 reasons. 1, simulation, and or what the fuck is that word? Or catharsis, where you try to live and act out shit that you can't do in real life that you wish you could. 2, the entire creativity of something, like a role-playing game or something where you make a character or make a world or The Sims or some shit like that. Or 3, the narrative, the story in which they fucking tell you.
Yeah.
Because you want to, it's an interactive movie.
Which is what The Last of Us really is.
Uncharted is also an interactive fucking movie.
With just hella big action pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my bad. No. I was gonna let you go. I'm just saying I just didn't want to derail that much.
No, I hear you. But all right, to go back to
quantum
realm. All right, I got a simplified definition of it.
Oh, you was doing research that whole time. Okay.
Yeah. So, what is quantum? A quantum is the smallest discrete unit of a phenomenon.
Cap is already laughing.
It's the smallest discrete unit of a phenomenon. For an example, a quantum of light is a photon. A quantum of electricity is an electron. Quantum comes from the Latin meaning an amount or how much. If something is quantifiable, it means it can be measured.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the smallest amount of something.
Yes. So when they go into the quantum realm, that's the smallest realm you could get into.
All right, so that makes sense now with what you said earlier.
Yeah.
Because basically what you were saying earlier is it is the smallest quantifiable form of energy from something.
Yeah.
That shit is bugged out. Damn. Picking a time to go to. Maybe you just want to go to the quantum realm. Unlimited access.
Right?
We need pin particles though, or we get stuck there.
So you can get there with either pin particles or magic.
Yeah.
So Doctor Strange could get you over there.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I don't know if he knows that kind of magic.
Yeah.
That motherfucker can't even get to more than 2 fucking
so
he got the eye now. You know,
so
he learned 2 or 3 extra spells with that.
So here's the pie in the sky theory, right? Kang is stuck in the quantum realm. What's Hank Pym's wife's name? Mary?
Janet.
Janet. She figured out how to use or how to live in the quantum realm.
Yeah.
Because you notice how there's a city, right?
Yeah, there's people. There's like houses.
So let's say Bill Murray's the guy that you said it was with the sword. And he brings people down to the microverse. Janet is a quantum scientist, learning shit about making shit smaller. The both of them make what's that city called?
Chronopolis.
Both of them make Chronopolis, so that way his people, Bill Murray's people, can survive in the quantum realm. Otherwise, they'll go crazy.
Yeah.
And she figured out how to manipulate the quantum realm the way she needs it. You know what I'm saying?
She sums up with her.
Because there's like literally anything is possible there. So maybe Kang thinks that the secret to I don't know, but
I think you're putting a little bit too much of the realistic research into that.
Oh, this is what I'm trying to say. Sorry. So think about this. Kang, the one that won the multiverse wars and was running the VTA.
He who remains.
The one that's left. He figured out how to use the quantum realm also and made that destroyer that was hiding where he was at, because you can physically make anything that's in there. You know what I'm saying? And that's how he won the thing, and that's where the TVA
TVA.
The TVA is located, like where they prune people is in the quantum realm. Because I find it convenient that when Owens goes in the quantum realm and finds Sylvie, they get into a car that magically runs full of gas and just drives. But if they're in the quantum realm...
That wasn't the quantum realm. That's where everything goes after it gets pruned. That's the toilet.
No, I
Yeah.
know, but I'm saying, but imagine that's a form of the quantum realm
Yeah.
that he's controlling, and it's like, oh, they inadvertently gave themselves a means to escape. Because if you think about it, you can make that.
You blowing my mind. That's what you're doing. You're like, oh.
See, my only problem with that is with all those Lokis down there, one of them would have figured that shit out and got out.
No,
And then
no.
everybody would have got out.
Here's the thing, though. Remember what I said. If you had memory of your past life, you would probably go crazy trying to deal with the quantum realm because that car is there and not there at the same time.
Yeah.
There is no spoon.
No, I
Until you
understand what you're saying.
no,
I
yeah.
think you're putting a little too much of that into this. I
But-
don't think you're gonna go that deep with
But
it.
the thing is, though, like when you speak to scientists that actually talk about time travel and the way the time thing works, it is very similar to what the MCU used to go back in time for Endgame. That shape that he made, that like infinity shape, that goes like
I mean, they were going
Neil
through the
deGrasse
quantum
Tyson
realm.
explained that shape
They
and why
were.
that's used in time.
They
Because
were
you will
going
never
to
cross
the-
past again.
Like they were going through the quantum realm. Like that's what Scott told them. Like we could enter here and just get out over
Yeah.
there.
I get all that, but what I'm saying is the little infinity thing that he did. Yeah, it's based off of what scientists would use. But again, it's not exactly what they would do, and it doesn't like you could take what he did and it's never gonna work for you here.
I know, but I'm just saying, like in theory, that
Yeah,
could be
but
something.
I'm
That could
saying-
be one of those things that explains the unexplainable when they're there.
It could. It also could just be the writers are just like, I'm just gonna put whatever the fuck I want down here because they're not thinking about the quantum physics, the actual physics of it. So I don't. What I'm saying is, I don't want you to go into quantum mania with the hysteria mindset, going,
No,
"Yo,
yeah,
and it turns out to be more linear."
no,
And you're like,
I'm
"What the fuck is that?"
a quantifiable genius right now.
No, you're
I
not.
would say, especially when it comes to soda.
Word. But I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
you know
like,
something? We'll get into that soda debate one day.
Yo, don't mess with this guy in the soda.
No, I just think that it's convenient that he's totally neglecting like 87 other elements to that soda.
What soda?
am I?
Yeah. Am I? Yo, leave the soda king alone.
I'm just saying. You want to talk about the corn syrup? Body can't digest corn, so you're not getting any of the harmful rays from
Oh my god, this guy. And Cap, so hold on a second. So I'm sorry, and again, we're just bouncing back and forth.
Yeah.
You said you can't eat ice cream. You like trying to like eat wild and shit?
For right now, I'm trying to get my life health wise on track.
Nice.
The big. All right. So here's the thing, right? Everyone knows when it comes to weight loss or obesity.
I didn't want to start this.
No. I'm just saying, like the thing is like calorie intake versus calorie depletion. The biggest hindrance of effects when you're trying to deplete calories is sugar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I counted calories and I stopped drinking soda and I lost 40 pounds in 2 months. But then when I started counting calories again, doing the same exact thing, but drinking soda, I lost nothing. It's the sugar from it.
Sugar.
So
yeah.
he cut out the sugar and it's helping him lose the weight.
Mhm.
Thus maintaining the same diet he had before. It's just now that sugar isn't latching on to whatever the fuck it is to keep the weight on.
Yeah, sugar's the devil. 100%.
Yeah.
And I love sugar. So good.
It's a little less nuanced than that for why I'm doing it, but
That's a quantifiable science behind
it. It started out with a stupid reason, which may or may not pan out. But now it's become a thing of Do I
I'm here
really just
already.
wanna-
Yeah, I'm here already.
Yeah, no, well, it's I see other things, and it's like, do I want to go back there? Do I want to bury myself under a mound of sugar for no reason other than I can't help myself?
When's the last time you had an airhead?
The barbecue.
Damn.
The day of the barbecue was the last day I was like, I'm gonna have any type of sugar. Since then, I cut it out.
That was July 4th, no? September 17th.
It was
September something, yeah.
September 17th, I think you told me it was. I remember you posted. That's been that's been a while, kid.
And
that's good though, man. Congrats. That's what's up.
This time,
July 30th.
Oh, so it was July.
Yeah, it was the day of SummerSlam.
Okay.
What do you call it? This time, I think it's gonna stick because last Wednesday or 2 Wednesdays ago or some shit like that, my cousin's birthday, had a slice of cake and didn't have the same synapse fucking firing off like I used to. I just like.
Is it a cake? Is it a cake that you would often eat though? Like something you would like?
It was
the
Oreo
cookies
cake.
and cream. Yeah, that's something he likes.
Okay.
I don't particularly like that, but he likes.
And I specifically ate the cake first and left the frosting for last. And I still was like, all right, I'm good. I'm not there.
You get there.
You know,
another slice.
You know what the difference is? The first time he did the no sugar shit, he deprived himself of stuff.
Oh, I went
this
cold
time.
turkey.
Yeah, this and you know his mood swings and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like all that. Now he's substituting. So where he drinks soda, it's a soda that has no sugar, no nothing, but it's also like the healthiest version of a soda he could get to satisfy that little craving. But he also goes, I'm only gonna have one of them, no matter how healthy it is, and then drink water with it.
Yeah. So here's the thing. There's a thing called I did a massive amount of research into this whole process.
Put me on.
There's a thing called stevia or Zevia soda.
Yeah.
It literally, I can go get a can right now to show you. It literally has nothing in it. Right? It's just the fucking carbonated water, the flavoring to make the thing taste like what it's supposed to taste like, and stevia extract. There is no color in it. So no matter if you have a regular soda, a cherry soda, a grape soda, it's all clear. And the reason I picked that is because I actually watched the video and a dietitian, 2 different dietitians, rated it.
What is it
and
called?
Said Zevia.
Was it Zevait or some shit?
I'll look it up because
I got it right here. Yeah, I've seen this. I've seen this. I never thought about it.
Oh, let me lower the light on here so you can see.
Yeah.
So it's got 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 glycemic impact. That's the thing right there. It doesn't spike your insulin or anything. So if you're on keto or if you're diabetic, you can drink this without worry. You know, some people may have some shit, but this is what it's supposed to be. It's non-GMO, it's kosher, it's vegan, it's gluten-free, soy-free, no preservatives, sodium-free, no artificial coloring. This is creamy root beer, what I just showed. It's caffeine-free. And on the, they were saying you can have safely 2 of them a day. And like Toad just said, I go with 1. I'd stick with 1 for dinner, and I drink water the rest of the time. And that alone satisfies my little sweet tooth, whatever.
That's good.
And I've been able to, I'm down to like 220, and I'm still continuing to work out and all that shit, so I'll be losing more weight, hopefully.
You look good, bro. You sound good too. Yeah, that's what's up. Very happy. Now, the real question is, Toe, what do you think about the Zevias? Were they okay?
No, it tasted good.
Okay. What flavor did you have?
Regular soda.
Okay.
I had the regular soda and the orange soda.
So there's like a Coca-Cola flavor?
Yeah, but
It's like an RC cola.
Yeah,
flavor.
it's like
Like a
RC
soda.
cola.
which
What
is one of your
Yeah.
favorites,
Yeah.
a certified hood classic.
Yeah. What fucked me up was it's clear. So when I drank it, I had it in a red cup with ice because I was like, I want it cold. I'm drinking it. My mind is like, this is Sprite.
Yeah.
My taste was like, this is RC cola, and it just was like, no, this isn't working. Like I think if I would have stopped drinking red soda and started drinking that shit, I could if I drank it from the can. But the orange one isn't like Sunkiss. It's
Yeah,
like
of course.
clementine. So it's like if they carbonated clementines.
I love clementines.
Yeah, if they carbonated that, that's how it tastes.
Maybe not in
Yo.
soda, but I don't know.
I tell you right now, the grape, excellent. The two different root beers because they got ginger root and then creamy, excellent. The ginger ale, excellent. The 7-Up one, excellent. They got Dr. Pepper if you're into that. They got cherry cola if you're into that. They got a variety of flavors to soothe the beast in all of us.
I only have soda like on the weekends. Like, yo, bro, now that I'm working from home and I can cook, and I hate to cook, but I got these little like plastic like trays that I can put into the air fryer and not make a fucking mess and heat shit
Okay.
up, and then I
Yeah.
can just throw that shit right into the dishwasher. I've been on it. And like, so, but during the week, bro, I eat like a rabbit. Yo, straight greens and chicken. And if I am feeling a little froggy, like around 7, 8 p.m., I'll have some chicken wings. Not fried or nothing, grilled
Yeah.
wings, because they're vegan.
Vegan chicken wings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
vegan
vegan,
chicken
yeah.
wings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Toe says. So, but then come the weekend, I'm a little shit pig. I'm just fucking, but
No, I hear you.
shit pig, bro. And
I hear you.
I had a big cup of Dr. Pepper this weekend.
You want to hear a little?
But that was the only soda I had for the week, though. And usually I'll have a soda or two during the weekend. But Monday through Friday, like I told you, I'm just used to it now. Like I'm telling you, I can't eat anything heavy during work. I don't want to work. So I guess it helps. But like, yo, come the weekend, I erase all progress from the week, though. I ain't even gonna lie. Like this weekend, it was a lot of baseball. So I was in the park, bro. Shit, man. We left my house at 11 to get to the park at 12. I had to fill up gas, and we bought a Celsius right quick. But I got to the park at 12. I don't get home until 9:15. So like burgers, glizzies, empanadas. Just a little shit pig, bro. Just eating the whole day out there. Cause like I'm excited, I'm hype, I'm walking around. It's my son's game, and we're there. We had like a 2-hour break in between. Shit pig, bro. Just eating. Yo, yeah, I fucked up. I'm gonna need to cut that down to one day. So I can only fuck because on Sunday is like my real day off. Like Saturday, sometimes I might have shit to do. Sundays, I rarely have shit to do. Games here and there. But for the most part, I'm clear on Sundays. So that's when I'm really just ordering pizza. And so then I wake up the next day to work just So I'm gonna stick to just Saturday, and hopefully we can just eliminate that soon. Because it's like, you gotta have a soda from time to time.
Word.
Even if it's like once or twice a week. It's a soda.
Yeah, 2-3 times a day.
That's I can't do that. It's been a long time. I don't think I can handle that much soda in a day. Have you ever drank a 2-liter in a day?
Yeah.
Shit, we used to drink a liter for dinner.
Yeah,
A 2-liter in a day.
I can't kill the whole 2-liter because, like, especially with food, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's something else that I'm learning too.
Yo.
So, like, getting full off of the meal and not a drink with it too. I'm learning to do that as well. But
I'll tell you right now.
I gotta get better on the weekends. I gotta get better. I'm bad.
I tell you right now, in this house, a 2-liter is 2
A tw-
cups for
a
me,
20,
2 cups for Toe, and one who's getting that last cup.
Yeah. I can't. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done. The last time I probably did a 2-liter when like in a day is probably like back when I used to like party. And you just wake up on a Sunday hungover and you just order like mad Chinese food and soda.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the last time I did that. I could not tell you the last time I had a whole 2-liter to the face. Yeah.
Shit. Now I drink the fucking like liters of water.
Yeah, that's the one thing. That's the thing about my body. Well, not my body, but the thing about me, like I always drinking water. Like I told you, I talk all day. I gotta drink
Yeah.
water. Like it's
I-
always this water right here. Like I'm always drinking water.
I think
I
I
got no
gotta.
choice.
I think I gotta start drinking water for that purpose because I'm starting to lose my voice.
Well,
Like I think because of all the podcasting and everything like that, it's really fucking up my throat. And when we went to the wrestling event, I tried to be like to scream, and my voice gave out on me, and I was like, yo, I can't. Like I'm starting to feel it.
well, we talk a lot. Like I mean, I'm just drinking water to stay hydrated. I don't know if it has anything to do with your throat. Maybe the acidity of soda, maybe or whatever. But I know
Yeah,
you drink iced tea and shit, so it's cool.
yeah.
No,
But
I think it's literally the sugar that fucks up all that.
okay, because yeah,
It's not
Yeah.
the otherwise carbonated water would be bad for you.
true. That's a good point.
But also, I can't be too hydrated.
Because you got to pee.
No, because I'll wake up fucking choking on my own phlegm because
Really?
I have acid reflux, and there'll be times I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning like with the fucking mouth full of and I have to go to the bathroom and like fucking spit that shit up for like 10 minutes.
You know what? I have to stop. I've been drinking a lot of Celsius, the energy drink.
Oh yeah,
So, but apparently, this like no energy drink is healthy. I'm gonna tell you that right now. No soda is fully healthy, even if the Zevia shit.
No, I know. That's why I
Yeah,
only
none
do
of it.
one.
But me, I'm doing a Celsius a day. This is like the people like broke it down. Like, look, this isn't healthy, but if you're gonna do an energy drink, this is probably the better one to do.
Yeah,
But I'm having a Celsius a day. Sometimes
that's exactly
2.
why I did the stevia, where they were like, "Yo, I mean, it's none of this is good, but this is it. If you want to fucking
Yeah.
try to do some
you know,
shit."
you know something? I'll tell you what. I do this after Saturday because Saturday we're doing a Royal Rumble viewing party and like a little potluck with everybody here.
So you got to be a little shit pig. You
Yeah,
got to
yeah,
eat.
yeah.
I love
After
that.
Saturday, I'll stop the soda.
No,
I'll pick up that Zevia shit, right? We'll do that, and then I'll drink some more water throughout the day, and we'll how long we want to do this test, and I'll see if there's any difference in what's happening or anything.
I mean, I
Oh,
feel like you
shit,
already told yourself that there's no difference. You've told
Yeah,
yourself
my-
this before.
No.
I've
Well, here's
already
the thing.
tested
Here's the
this
thing, though.
out, and I'm.
Here's
you
the
see
thing,
where
though.
I am.
The reason why there's no difference is because of the activity level. But I do plan on, trying to sneak in the workout here and there.
Okay.
But when I stopped drinking soda and I started drinking water, I've never had such clean sweat in my life. I went to play handball with my boy indoors. I sweated so much, and Cap can tell you this, I don't sweat. Like I'll sweat for maybe 5 minutes and then everything gone.
Turned
I
to
don't sweat.
salt.
Yeah. I
Motherfuckers
sweated.
got little
My
salt
t-shirt,
deposits.
my t-shirt was soaked in sweat when I was drinking water.
Isn't that a good thing?
I
It
guess
is a
so.
good thing, because that's how your body flushes out fucking waste and shit.
You know
Yeah,
what's
so
funny?
Regulates temperature.
My baby mom's her mother is kind of like similar with soda and shit. She's been doing great and she's been doing way better. I saw her at the baseball game the other day. She looks fantastic. But like she was also like one of those people be like, yo, water gives me heartburn.
No,
Or
yeah.
acid reflux. I'd be like,
Yeah.
I can't understand that. I don't understand how that happens.
Well,
Like soda is what gives you acid reflux, no?
well,
We're supposed to. I don't
some
understand that.
some people do, but I'm thinking it's so my acid reflux comes from the stomach is so full it pushes the acid back up the esophagus.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like I don't have. They did an endoscopy on me. I don't have like actual evidence of acid coming back up.
Okay.
So I'm thinking it's when my stomach is too full, it pushes on the acid and it comes up the esophagus. That's what they explained to me. So when I'm drinking so much water, it fills me up, and then there's so much it's coming back up. Where the soda gets absorbed in different parts of the body, you know what I'm saying? Because it's mostly sugar, so you know they gotta worry the pancreas and all the other shit.
It sticks to shit.
Yeah, it's getting everywhere else.
Yeah.
So
that's fucking. Yo,
we're gonna.
The human body's nuts.
Yeah,
we're
gonna try.
We're really walking around. We're walking around in skin mechs.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
You know, it really is skin mechs. We're just walking around in them. That's so wild.
So we'll try it out. We'll try it out.
So and how we could relate this back to the quantum realm is that, you know, if you want to shrink your
yeah, because I want to have a quantum amount of sugar in my body.
No, yeah, just you want it there, but you don't want it there. It's there, but it's not. Yeah, bro. It's fun. I'm such a good person on the weekdays. Yo, bro, most of the time by 8 o'clock, I'm done on the weekday. I'm not eating anything else. And I'm just riding out the whole night, just drinking water. And then I wake up and then I fast all the time. I'm not eating my first meal until like 12 the next day.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna use it. I don't do breakfast. I'll do a coffee. I don't do breakfast. I don't. As much as I love bacon and eggs, I don't. Just don't. It's funny too, because I learned I can make eggs in the air fryer now because of that thing. So like I got like these little like Genoa salamis. I try not to eat pork, but whatever, man. I got these little Genoa salamis. They're like expensive. It's like the little mini ones. So like I make like an egg pizza in the fucking in the little air fryer. It was 8 minutes in 350. It's the best. Yo, bro, it literally is like a egg pizza. I don't do food, I just drink water. Matter of fact, I'm just like Aquaman. I live in the ocean. Bro, why you have to say that?
So you eat fish. Or
why you have to say that? Yeah. We were doing just fine without the Aquaman stuff.
Yeah, Aquaman is like John Cena to the Cavs.
Like Cyclops.
To like
Cyclops to Yeah, no, I'm actually a lot more cool with Aquaman nowadays.
Now that he's Lobo.
Yo, speaking of that, James Gunn is talking about the fucking.
You see how that shit works, right,
Galaxy.
Cap? You see that, right? You see how that shit works? No. I'm talking about the character. He's actually really OP. Like, yes.
Yeah.
And people like to say stupid things. He's really OP. And
yeah. So long as you fight him in the water, he's fucking great.
He's OP, but like, yeah, whatever. Hawkman is more hated than...
Yo, Hawkman is a dick.
I mean, hated for a reason. Because, I mean, Aquaman is hated out of stupidity.
They made him a joke, yeah.
Yeah, like, it's just, you know... But, like, he's actually really, like, OP and powerful. So, it's, I mean, whatever. I'm just gotten to the point where I'm going to, like, stop doing that. I'm going to stop hating. Like, I want to stop hating stuff. Like, it's just there. Cool. Yeah, Aquaman. Yeah, cool. I'm going to say something nice about you, Aquaman.
You trying to leave the dark side?
Yeah.
Not leave the dark side. You know, I like to crack jokes and razz on people and be stupid, but it's just like, bro, it's a superhero.
My man's like, I had enough of Aquaman. I'm just gonna let him be.
Just go be the best. Go be the best fish man you can be, bro.
I'm closing the door on Aquaman.
My favorite superhero is human. Like, you can crack the most jokes on my favorite superhero. So what do I look like talking shit about the next superhero with actual powers?
Yeah. See, they're trying to burn everything that I actually do have an interest in. So now I'm like, cool, you want to burn my shit down? Let's burn it all down then.
You talking about
everything goes.
You talking about D&D?
Yep.
Yeah, I heard
Dude,
Cole told us last week.
How funny is this, man? I'm not putting so I am 100% with the creator, with the third-party creators. I signed the open letter. I've signed the fucking change.org. I deleted all my D&D Beyond shit. The thing I was showing you guys last time. Deleted it all. I'm learning two new game systems so we can move forward and fuck Wizards of the Coast.
So what exactly happened?
All right. Here's this in a nutshell. In about 2002 or some shit like that, Wizards of the Coast came up with an open gaming license, meaning you can use everything that D&D puts out. You just can't call. So, like, if you have a Displacer Beast, you can use everything about the Displacer Beast. You just can't call it a Displacer Beast because that name belongs to Wizard of the Coast.
Mm-hmm.
But you could use it in your home game, in your live stream. You can write a book about it. You can make up your own game system and use its stat blocks and all that shit. And Wizards were cool with it. And from 2002 all the way up until now, D&D had became the biggest game in the fucking world in the tabletop space.
In the tabletop space.
Yeah, in the tabletop space. It had so much fucking prosperity. It was unfucking believable. It had spawned Cobalt Press, Paizo, which makes Pathfinder, which is the second most popular game. It spawned Critical Role. It spawned Critical Role because they do their live play based on D&D. They actually switched from Pathfinder to D&D because it's a more streamer friendly game. They spawned books. R.A. Salvatore wrote books about Drizzt, the fucking dark elf ranger that everybody loves with his fucking panther. Like, a whole ecosystem came about in the last 20 years based on this open agreement, this open license, which was supposed to be in perpetuity. They can't get rid of this shit. So now, the head honchos at Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro, not the people who make the game, not the people who are on the ground level who
the suits,
they think that D&D is under monetized, and they see how video games are monetized with subscriptions, with battle passes, with season passes, with all this shit that recurs money. And they want to turn it into a video game. They want to turn it into a revenue thing that recurs money like a video game, which they don't understand is not the fucking point of this. We don't play this because it's a fucking video game. We play this because of the stories we tell, the creativity we have, the friendships we make, the people we get to be around. And they want to deauthorize, which a lot of people saying they can't. Some people say they can. And, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not 100% on, on what it is. But they want to get rid of the OGL and replace it with some new shit. They tried to force it on people at the beginning of the year. That got leaked, and everybody fucking went up and went, "Hey, delete all your shit now." It's costing Wizards of the Coast a lot of fucking money. Their Hasbro stock dropped, all that shit. So they're trying to put out a new one, but the new one still has language in it. So the new one has a language in it that goes, if you make something and Wizard of the Coast and you claim Wizard of the Coast steals it, you can go to court, prove that it's yours and they took it. Whoa. They go, okay, we'll give you the money for it. It's not ours, but we're still gonna fucking use it anyway.
Yeah.
Or if you sign it and they deem that so it's not even what I write. So let's say I wrote a book for E5 and they're like, cool, you can do it. But then they watch this podcast and then Toast says something that they go, oh, nope, that's deemed hateful. That's deemed immoral. We don't like that. And he's part of that.
Okay.
They cannot revoke my license. And because I signed that agreement, I cannot fight that in a court of law, or I can't fight it anywhere. I just have to accept it.
Yeah, so shows like shit like Critical Role is like heated right now.
Well, so they're under contract.
Okay.
They're under a sponsorship contract with D&D itself.
So
they have NDAs and shit like that. So they said their piece, which it bugs the shit out of me because people don't understand how the fucking world works. They said their piece. They made a clear line of where they stand. People say it wasn't fucking strong enough, which is asinine because
I hate how entitled people feel to your answers.
Yeah.
To shit. Like, bro, what if I just don't want to say anything? You ever just think of that? Like everyone expects a response.
Yo,
and then when you make the response, they don't like it. But if you don't make a response, they also don't like that.
Yeah. Dude, they literally said in their response, we stand with creators, with the third-party creators and people who want to make their own game systems. And then reminded everybody, hey, we have our own publishing fucking house where they can make their own fucking books and shit.
Yeah. Damn, this is a big problem.
Yeah. So on the bigger scale of things, I've taken my actions to stand against Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro because we got to fight in some way, and I've done my part to fight. On a personal level, it pisses me off.
Yeah, I could imagine
that you and Toe and Lay and Show and Gigi and Krills and Kenny and Dave and who else am I missing on here? And Big Foo and everybody in the chat. And you guys in March get to go to the movie theaters and watch the D&D movie and have your experience. I essentially have to stand outside, burn Wizards to the ground, fuck this movie, because this movie had nothing to do with the OGL. The actors have nothing to do with it.
You can still go watch the movie, bro.
Yes. But this is why I'm glad I'm not on Twitter and all that shit. Yeah, I'm still gonna fucking watch the movie because I've been waiting for this movie to come out. I've been waiting for a movie like this since 2002 when they did the first stupid ass one.
Yeah. I remember that.
But
I never saw it though.
It's a fucking thing where you have to make a stand, and I've already chose my side.
Yeah.
So for all intents and purposes, I got to stick to my side, which means something like that movie, which has nothing to do with this scenario, then gets put on the other side. Yeah. So in theory, I have to stand back and now not enjoy the shit I've been waiting for 20-something years to be made, while you guys who don't care, get to fucking enjoy shit.
Yeah, but
what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, I get where you're coming from. It kind of sucks, but this kind of reminds me of the Hogwarts Legacy controversy, the video game coming out. It's like, bro, I'm sorry. Like, you can enjoy that game and still think J.K. Rowling is a piece of shit. Like, yeah. I believe that. And yes, she is going to get money from royalties for this game. But let me tell you something. That doesn't scratch the surface of her money. And she had nothing to do with this game. And it's like, if you feel morally obligated to not play this game because you're opposed to what she says, cool. But don't make people feel bad about it, which I know you're not doing. I know you're not doing that. But I'm going to still play that game. I am so excited for that game. I'm so excited.
I'm telling you right now. Here's two things. One, with the whole Hogwarts thing.
Fuck J.K. Rowling, though.
A lot of people don't like J.K. Rowling because I heard stand on the trans community. Mm-hmm. And they boycott the game, don't give her money. The fucking makers of the game fought to have the ability to make trans characters in the game.
Yeah. And like, bro, this game.
Like, what more do you want them to do?
This game. Like, one thing that it just absolutely nailed, I know this may sound wrong, but like, people of color, like, it is in character creators, people of color, like, kind of get left behind. I feel like things just don't look well on a person of color when you're
Yeah.
creating a character. This game, it's like, oh shit. They were like, look, we got y'all. Like and like the representation for everybody in this game, like you would make a character in another game and it's just a white guy with dark skin. You know, this has features in it. And I'm not saying that other character creators don't, but they really nailed it here. And there's a sense of your own character you really are creating in this game. Whatever the preference, whatever it is, I think it's really cool. But it's like, and it's totally different. I mean, it's different from the situation because D&D is such a, like, you know, Harry Potter is just a books. It's Harry Potter is just a bunch of books in a sea of books. You know, it's a bunch of movies in a sea of movies. But like, this is D&D. Like, you think tabletop, you think D&D. People have made stories, careers, friends, lives out of this shit. Totally different.
Here's the thing, right? So I'll get a little bit into here. The reason I love D&D and 5e specifically, and I'm not gonna lie, I knew about D&D my entire life. I've watched almost every fucking thing that is as close to it as possible. Any character I've ever made has got, even this tattoo, my fucking superhero, has got magic involved in it.
Yeah.
And then because I had nobody around to play it, I didn't get into it until later. But I ran a campaign. I've played in a campaign. I'm currently playing in a campaign. I have my minis. I have all my shit together. The reason I love this game is because on this channel, there's a fucking one-shot that we did.
Yeah.
Vin had only played 1 or 2 times. Charles never played before. We could sit down, the ease of which you could fucking play this game, pick it up and go. It's not too complicated for people who don't know. It's complicated enough for the people who just want to sit down and tell a story. We could have fucking did anything we wanted to do right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
I tried 2 different game systems last Friday. Right? Yeah. Last Friday.
Yeah, last Friday.
I tried Pathfinder and I tried Starfinder. Both enjoyable. Both with people who have been playing tabletop RPGs for as long as I have. And one person even longer because he's got older versions of fucking rule sets that he played with. And we came out of there going, dude, we like these games. Once we figure out how to fucking play this shit, it's going to be good. Where E5, there is no once I figure out how to play. It's what can we do? This is what you can do.
Yeah.
That's it. I'll give you an example. My bard, I'm multi-class. I'm a bard fighter.
Okay.
Right? I have a shield. The shield automatically gives me a +2 to my AC. And when we play, if a character misses me, I literally pantomime like I put the shield up and I blocked and I acted out. In Pathfinder, you have a shield. If you do not raise your shield, so it's a little more like a simulation. If you do not raise your shield, you cannot block with it. If you don't have the shield block feature, raising your shield doesn't mean anything. If you don't have the thing to make raising your shield a bonus action, you now have 3 actions, and instead of 3 actions to do something, you have 2 actions to do something. Then you have to raise your shield. It's like it's complicated.
Yeah,
and
that sounds complicated.
On certain aspects, it makes sense on why you would do certain things because in real life you would have to do certain things. But on the other hand, what do you think is more accessible to play? Something where you have to remember, I got to raise my shield. I have to use this. I have to do that. Or a system with your character has a shield. Well, it already does the thing.
Yeah. That does suck.
Yeah, and once me and Show got the ball rolling, it was fucking intense because the dice rolls is what makes the shit intense, and it got to the point where I had this fucking thing where I could shoot 3 arrows at somebody, and I said, "Yo, fuck it, I'm not hitting with that. I'm just gonna punch everybody in the face," and I would run up to people and just punch everybody in the face.
Yeah, I modified it a little, and that's another thing. I can modify the rule and homebrew almost everything because it's so easily malleable.
a lot of these people have always been doing their like D&D stuff. I'm telling you, it's that damn Stranger Things. Now
Well,
everybody wants a piece of D&D. Now it's
so
cool.
I gotta
so
watch
for you
Stranger Things.
guys, here's the funny thing. For you guys, it's Stranger Things. For people who are more on Twitch, more on YouTube, more on the periphery, the D&D movement has been growing because of
Yeah.
Paizo, because of Critical Role, because of Cobalt Soul, because of D20, Dimension 20, because of so many other things
Yeah.
that it's actually quite funny when people like me hear, oh, it's like that thing on Stranger Things. It's
Well,
like, yeah, but no, like it's you coming up to me going, yo, Queen is great because I once heard We Will Rock You. It's like, yeah. But
no,
did
what
you
I'm
hear
what
the
I'm what
rest
I'm
of this shit? Like,
yeah, what I'm saying is the increased popularity to the mainstream because of it. Because I remember I first saw D&D being played back in like 2008, 2009, so relatively new. Yeah, the podcast that I watch, they just were playing it, and I always thought, man, this looks cool, but my friends think they're too cool. They won't play this shit with me. And it's like we play video games, but I think they'll. At the time, I don't know if this is still the case, but at the time, I didn't think they'd be down for that, so I never got into it. So then I would watch, and then these guys they went from game trailers to becoming the easy allies. So they lost their jobs at GameTrailers.com, and then went and started their own Patreon. And they blew up Patreon. It's like one of the fastest supported Patreons of all time. And their goal hit enough so that they can do something they call tabletop escapades. And like these guys are very low key. Like they are role playing, but there's a lot of laughing. It's like us playing a D&D game, they're into it and they're doing their things and they're being smart, but they're playing a lot and they're trying to keep a show running. You know what I mean? So I was like, man, this looks fun. I remember hitting up my little brother and I'm like, yo, would you ever play Dungeons and Dragons? Would you ever play a tabletop? He's like, bro, I play that shit all the time here. Like when he was I was already here. He was in New York still. No, he was here and then went back. I don't know. But he was like, yeah, I played that shit before. And I've always wanted to play, but it just never happened. And I know you guys did it that one time, and
I mean,
it's never really happened.
He's working on a new game for us to play, but
Yeah.
So I'm working on my own system for us to play.
That's
Which is
insane. That's insane. It's insane that you're doing that.
Of E5, Pathfinder E2, and other shit.
You know the crazy shit? Like my whole thing of D&D was that I want to cast magic missile.
Yeah.
Where? Into the darkness. You can't do it. I'm gonna do it. Are there girls there? Am I in the room? Can I hear them? Like that whole thing was what I D&D, and then you watch like the people that you're not supposed to watch play. But you can't do that because of this, and then the wizard of that, we dispelled your magic, and you're in a gelatinous tube, and you can't breathe, but you got to do this. And they're screaming at each other. In my head, I'm like, this is too much. It's too much. And one of the best things that I've ever played was with a group of people that weren't ready to play D&D.
Yeah.
But Cap was like, yo, I'm going to make this more fun for you guys. So what he did was you can add another role and do like a cinematic kill. So like what I tried to do with my boy was there was someone in a tree. I'm a fucking barbarian that has super strength. I rolled high. I picked his ass up and I threw him into the fucking tree.
What
so
kind
he
of
could go kill the dude.
What kind of check did you have to do on that? Dex?
No,
or strength?
so I had a cinematic role where if you and a friend wanted to do something, you roll. One of you had to hit a natural 20.
Yeah.
You hit a natural 20, you basically do whatever the fuck you want. You get a chance to do something cinematic, which I have now. I have a rewritten version of that called the Knucklehead roll for if we ever get to play, where both of you would just have to get a 18 or over, and then you could do something where there's not a real moment for tag team shit. But like, let's say you're a sorcerer and Toad's a ranger, and you're like, yo, this dude is susceptible to fire, but my spell won't go that far, but his arrow will. So you do the knucklehead roll. If you both roll high enough, you throw up a flame, he shoots an arrow through it.
Love it.
Now it's a flaming arrow. And you
Love
do
it.
arrow damage, fire damage, and attack. It's more fun.
It
gives
is.
you
Yeah.
guys, chances to think outside the box and team up with shit.
Yeah.
And
Like
that's what we need.
if you have like water powers and they have ice powers, be like, yo, splash them with water, and then I'm gonna splash them with ice. This guy's done,
Yo,
and then we can just
yeah,
have Toe run through and tackle the shit out of him. We're
That's
doing
it.
triple moves.
You
That's
can
it.
literally, that's what I allow you to do. You can drop wall of water and then freeze the wall of water, so now they're encased in ice.
Yeah. I was
And that's shit that you just can't do normally, but E5 is malleable enough
Yeah.
to allow you
And-
to play and do whatever the
and-
fuck.
it's just
and
so
if you
fun,
were-
man.
And if you were like to fully engage in your character,
Yeah, like you
you
really
can
role
do-
playing.
you can do shit where like we're in the town once. The one shot I played with the actual people that play, we're in the town once, and one of the guys puts the shop dealer in a fucking wall of water. And I'm like, yo, you're gonna kill him. So I grab him and I pull him out of the water. His wife is a fucking troll. A troll
She's a
goblin.
Goliath.
She was a Goliath, so she's huge, and I'm a barbarian, so she's bigger than me. She's like, put my husband down. So I said, all right, fuck it, and I put him right back into the water.
One of the funniest things. Oh, careful with the words you choose.
Yeah, put him right back in the water, bitch.
The tabletop escapade shit that I was talking about. So there's this kid, like he's my favorite video game journalist of all time. His name is Michael Huber. He's just very excited and passionate and loud. It's like very similar to like how I am about games. So they were playing this, right? And he did like this like monk. It's funny because he goes up to the DM and he's like, yo, make your characters. So he's like, yeah, can I be a monk from China? And he goes, no, like this is a world that I'm making. China doesn't exist here. You could be a monk from a distant land. He's like, okay, I'll take that, right? So whatever. So they went through they went through like a lot in the campaign, and most of them stayed alive for a while. But then there was like a big fight, bro. And this monk from a distant land, yo, crazy, so stupid. He wanted to catapult himself over a wall during this war. So he gets in a catapult, he cuts the freaking rope, and then he has to roll to make sure that he can go over the fence and land. He rolls a 1 and automatically splats into the wall and dies. The DM was very nice and fair, and he had given them a whole bunch of chances. He did points of inspiration to like help them out in sticky situations, but he was like, yo, I'm not giving you any more. If this doesn't work, you're dead. And he's like, yo, okay, look, I'm being serious now. If I don't get over there, we're all dead. So it's on me. I either die and help, or I survive and help. Like, let me roll it. And everybody's like, yo, roll it. And they like went to the next episode. There was like a cliffhanger. And yo, sure enough, first thing the next episode, they do the roll, and my man just splats on the wall, and he had to make a new character. Yo, funny as hell. I love tabletop. It's super funny.
I'll tell you right now. I watched Critical Role Season 2, the Mighty Nine campaign. I watched it as it was going, and then I got sick with COVID when it first happened in April, and went back and watched it all again. And I tell you right now, there's 2 or 3 scenes that I've seen 2 or 3 times, and each time I fucking cry.
Yeah.
Dude, to your point where he said, "Oh, you can't be a monk from China. Because it's his world." The campaign I played in, my first one after I ran it, I was this dude. This right here is Vester Olmos.
That's Toe back as a pirate.
No.
Yes.
So the literal backstory to him is he is from our world back in the Spanish Inquisition, and he is a Treso, the Spanish musketeer, and he got swept up in a fog and dropped into this world that we're playing in now.
Sick.
And his first night got bit by a werewolf, so he's a lycanthrope, which he could change.
We gotta get into this. I gotta get into this.
Yeah. I mean, yo, listen,
He
man.
changes into this guy,
Sick.
and he's a paladin. So I was able to roleplay him, knowing how our gods work here, and not how they work there, and have the whole dynamic of learning that, oh shit, they're real. They talk to you. They give you boons and packs, and
This is sick.
like the shit is endless. What you can do with it. Just last Friday playing Starfinder, it's more Star Wars type deal where you're in the future. I was playing an android, so I was literally like, all right. They were like, so where in the room are you standing? I'm like, all right, I'm standing here, and they're like, you can go north or south. Where you want to go? And I just went up and go, well, I think the logical decision is for us to go north.
Yeah.
And I just spoke like that when I was in character. When I wasn't, I didn't,
I love that. Yeah, that's the thing. The role playing is the fun part to me.
Yeah,
Dude,
That's the fun part.
the best session we had so far in this new campaign. My guy, which
This is the same people you often play with, or this is like new people?
this is the same group. We're on our third campaign together.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not in this. So.
Okay.
Yeah, we meet up every 2 weeks.
I could do that. How long has been each of the campaigns?
So mine ran for. It was supposed to run for longer, but it wound up being like 8 months.
Damn.
But we cut it short for 2 reasons. One, 2 of our 4 players moved, and I only had 2 players left. And then my players broke the fucking game because they just broke the fucking game.
They got too strong. So I have a question for you.
It didn't get too strong. What happened was I had a scenario where they were talking to the leadership of the capital city, right? And then they decided to attack the leadership. And I was like, yo, well, obviously you have to go to jail. I can't just let you do this.
Yeah.
But they had an ally. And instead of fucking just going to jail and letting this guy get him out like you normally would, they decided to now not only attack, but to kill the fucking leadership, which then made them pariahs, which then naturally let the villain come in and take over. So they skipped they skipped like 2 months of shit that I had written.
Oh man.
But I got him back. So how I got him back
that's my favorite part. Real quick, my favorite part about D&D is going into towns. I love going into towns, and even playing an RPG. Just love going into towns, man. A new town, always good vibes.
So, what do you call it? The way I got him back, my rogue player, he was looking for a sister. Well, when he went into when he went into the bad guy's lair, the big boss's lair, he found somebody who was gutted and strung up. It was his sister. He skipped a whole storyline where he could have saved her and met up with her and been with her, but he skipped it. So that was the punishment. My necromancer, he was looking for the body of his dead daughter. So, because he wanted to use his necromantic power to bring her back. So when he went into the evil lair, he found her, an arm over there, a head over there, a leg over there, dismantled, so he couldn't fucking do it.
I'm gonna get back at y'all motherfuckers.
Yeah,
petty.
but to your point, so this is my character now, right? This is my bard fighter. His name is Mittens. He's a tabaxi. He was named Mittens by the girl he grew up with. Right?
I love this shit, bro.
Our best session we spent literally 4 hours doing a fucking bard battle in which me and my friend and the DM played the other third character, literally had a concert sing-off against a rival band where I was like, all right, we're gonna come in and we're gonna hit him with Metallica, and then I would sing Enter the Sandman, and then he came in with a song, and I was like, cool. Then I'm gonna come in with Sweet Child of Mine, and I sang that, and then he sang a Backstreet Boys song and rode low.
So
Right?
the crowd did not like that.
The crowd did not like it. So what
Yeah.
what did I do? I sang the fucking Backstreet Boys song
And you
rolled
rolled
high.
better.
And got the crowd on my side. And we did for 4.5 hours. We're just going back playing like if we're in a fucking battle. The first time I did a performance, I was like, you know what? I sing too much. I'm gonna tell a story. I literally just reenacted Mortal Kombat. We just reenacted Mortal Kombat.
Let me know when this is. I'm gonna try to make an effort to see if I could get on this. I'm gonna try.
Yo,
D&D is a lot. D&D is a lot better, like in house though.
Yeah.
Everyone in the
But-
same crib is much better.
You know, we could do one
it is, but
Tuesday.
over the air is no
Yeah,
problem.
no, I know.
We could do one Tuesday. We'll get Lay and Show to come on, and we'll do the one shot.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dude,
3
I
hours
already
should be
have-
good enough.
I already have a story in mind. And if you guys give me an idea, I can do a pre-made sheet for you guys so that you guys get to play what you want, but without having the hassle of, so how do I put this here? And I'll just tell me what you want and I'll put everything for you.
Okay.
So you guys can just easily play the characters you want.
Bro, because like, I love the notion of an RPG party. There's always like everyone like their jobs. Everyone has their role. Everyone has their job, and like walking into a town is just like the tabletop escapades and again, these guys are very low tier, low level, but they had a blast doing it. Whenever they walked into a town, it was chaos though. These guys just did not do well in towns. They brought a lot of attention to themselves, unnecessary kills, fucking sleeping outside and hiding behind shit, meeting people at docks. They had this like this fish man that came with them called Moof. And wherever they went with Moof, the DM was like, yo, you guys are rolling with a fish man. Like, people are gonna have questions. It was, and then after watching that, and Tabletop Escapades was back in 2016, 2017. So this campaign was like relatively new. And when they did that, I was like, man, I gotta find out some people to play this game with. It looks so fun. You're gonna get so you're not gonna get the video game then?
Which video game?
The D&D game that's coming out. I think
They cancel all the games.
Isn't there a fucking D&D game dropping?
The closest one is Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, well,
which-
yeah.
Yeah, but that's a PC game. That's not an Xbox.
Yeah.
I mean, Diablo's coming out, which I pre-ordered.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
Yo, for anybody who's watching who thinks that this all sounds interesting, Dimension 20, they have a few episodes on YouTube that they play. They play various tabletop systems. So D&D is the system in which you play. That's a good place to catch some games if you want to see how it is. Critical Role, they have their ongoing campaigns, which might seem a little daunting to start off because it's hundreds of episodes.
Yeah,
but they also have one shots. So they have one shots for like Elden Ring. They have one shots for Dragon Age. They have one shots that they just did for fun. You could start with them with the one shots just to see how it is. Or if you're not interested in the game, but you think this sounds cool, Legends of Vox Machina. It's an animated series. It's on Amazon Prime. Watch that. Yo, Toe knows nothing about it, and he's enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the shit out of it.
And I know this sounds like a sponsored plug, but of course
I mean,
we're
you
not
could
sponsored.
sponsor us.
I mean, they would never do that, but
They could though.
it's not sponsored. But this is something that what do you call it? This is why I'm fighting so hard to keep the ability to enjoy this thing is because
Yeah.
this it's just it's brought so much to so many people.
Yeah.
That's what we're fighting right now. Because one of the things they want to do is like a battle pass. So if your character, they want to make it a VTT, a virtual tabletop, where you have a virtual 3D mini, and it will move and maybe have animations and shit like that. And if you want to change your armor, cool. Pay $5 and go get the armor like you do in Fortnite and change the skin. Which is where we want to draw the line because you see how this guy looks.
Yeah.
Do you know what I say? I don't have to pay $5. I just turn around and go, he takes off his jacket and changes into this dude. Or if I want to change his armor, I just turn around and go, I have new armor now.
Yeah. It's like if I, and we spoke about it last week, like, so that tabletop escapades that I was telling you about, at one point they did have like this, it's like a screen where they can just like show movement. So it's like there was nothing designed. They would use like silly little icons as the monsters and them, so there could be movement. Like if you turn it this digitally, you're just making a video game. And it's like, I mean, maybe things can work and maybe things are okay, but like the point of D&D is that, you know, so role play. So
Yeah.
you're doing it right there. Is the creative, the imaginative
Yeah.
part about it. Laying it all out, it's kind of gonna feel like work, maybe. I don't know.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, when I had my D&D Beyond account, I bought digital dice. Right? You can use the app to roll the dice. I still brought a bag of fucking dice, emptied it out. Which ones are working? These are the ones I'm using. If those didn't work, then I'll go to the digital dice. But it's the tactile nature.
Yeah.
Do you know we did this whole campaign?
Oh yeah.
This whole campaign, I think we used the battle map once or twice. It's all been what we call theater of the mind, where we're literally just sitting here. I'll describe the situation and what everything looks like. Whatever you picture in your head, that's what we're going with, and we're just playing like this.
So that was gonna be a question, and you know, before we wrap up, how do you guys remember everything? Y'all just really remember what y'all did, like, you know, a month ago? Y'all remember everything y'all did and said?
So we take notes. The
Okay.
DM. So when you're DMing, if you're gonna do a campaign, you got to make sure you have notes and you know where the story leaves off. But it's also incumbent on the players to take notes to know where they left off.
Okay, so I would definitely take notes.
But I mean, doing a one shot, you don't have to take notes.
I want to
because
do a
we're just
campaign
playing that.
though. I don't want to do a one shot.
Well, I wanted to do a one shot just to
try it.
get everybody into it, especially since I'm making a whole new shit up out of my ass and we're not just using the regular whole system. But I wanted
Yeah, I
to
was
make
about
sure
to
that
say.
people actually enjoy it first.
What's your favorite campaign that you've done? Like, what was it like as a whole?
It was so. I'm a little biased. My campaign, the first one I got to run fully.
That's what I want to. Yeah, that's what I want to hear about. Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened was, like 100 years before the characters even show up, there was a wizard who tried to. There was 3 sections of the world. All right. There was a forest that nobody can go into. There was the human section, which had all the races together, and they had the elves.
Makes sense.
The wizard was trying to consolidate everything and make just one huge nation. Well, the elves weren't having it, so he came up with a creature that would. I kind of borrowed from Critical Role, you know, but I mean it's a home game. I wasn't.
Yeah.
He gave it back.
Yeah, but he made a creature and sent it into the elven world and killed it, destroyed the entire fucking world because they couldn't figure out how to kill it, and it kept coming back. So it's kind of like Doomsday. Like every time you thought it died, it came back stronger and killed everything, pushed the remaining elves out into the world. So the whole kingdom was dormant, and nobody knew what happened. All the elves that survived, by the time we get to where the heroes come into play, they've already forgotten what the fuck happened there, and they just think that the elves walled themselves off and forgot about everybody. So everybody was entrenched on the human side to run things.
Yeah.
So now when the wizards came back, when the players come back, my rogue player, he set off on an adventure looking for his sister, and he was part of a secret organization called the Clovers, who trained him to be a rogue and all that. My necromancer,
Clovers, that's nice.
Yeah, my necromancer got kicked out of his village because he was an elf. He got kicked out of his village because they didn't like necromancy and the fact that he was trying to play with all this because his wife disappeared, his daughter had died, so he was trying to bring his daughter back, and they wound up in town for the winter celebration, and it just so happened that there was a fucking outburst where there was I forget what I called it at the time. I got to look at my notes, but it was a blue apple in which people ate, and it made them rage out.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you eat this. It looks cool to eat, but you eat it, and you rage out, and you start fighting everybody.
Some Last of Us shit.
Yeah, so there was an epidemic going around, and then you come to find out that the wizard made these or found these apples in the forest that nobody's supposed to go into.
Makes
and he
sense
was
to be in there.
disseminating it to destabilize the fucking nation, and it was their job to find out what it was, who was doing it, where it was coming from, stop it, and then defeat him. There was a whole arc where they were going to go into the Underdark, which is where the rogue was from, and the way he made it was in the Underdark, the women are in charge, the men are lower, and they basically enslave anybody that they want to. And his family was enslaved. So his mother was somebody higher power trying to get him back to put him in the slavery, essentially. He was trying to find a sister to get her out. We discussed that never came to fruition.
Tone needs to go to sleep.
I'm listening.
I know you are.
Yeah.
I know you are.
I'll wrap this up. So they were supposed to find that, never happened. My other two players, the sorcerer was actually part of the lawless land, and she was actually part of an organization who was trying to keep the status quo. So they knew that shit was going down, but they wanted to be Switzerland, and she was going to have a choice. She was going to have a choice whether to stay with them or to go against them and actually help out. But then she left, and other shit happened. Then I had my cleric, who was a reborn. He was around the first war.
You chose the characters that were part of this campaign, or
they
did. Okay.
They did. The only reason I say for the one shot, it'd be easier if you just tell me what you want and I make it. It's because I'm not going off a character creation. I don't have a book in front of me.
Yeah.
But so he was a reborn. He was alive during the war, died, and then this wizard found a way to reanimate his body and bring him back. So when we literally walked into a church, and there was depictions of him in the church on what he did, and the guy running the church who was evil was like, "Oh my God, you came back! I thought you were gone and lost forever."
That's a nice little curveball.
And the best part of the curveball is nobody knew that was coming. That wasn't something that was written in his backstory.
Yeah, I could imagine that you just put that out there. So, real quick question, because I know we got to wrap up. Can you do like a campaign where like you can only pick? I mean, I know you could do house rules, but like you could only pick a certain type of person because, or classes within a particular race of a creature, because like there's this game I used to play back in the day called Vampire: The Masquerade Redemption.
Oh yeah. I know that.
It's essentially a story about vampires in Prague way back in the 1500s who get stuck somewhere, and now they're waking up in modern day New York. I would love to do a D&D session of that, like vampires who wake up in like present day, and everyone has to be a vampire, but within that race, you can pick your classes. I've always thought about something like that.
That's the great thing about E5. It's malleable. We can do that.
Yeah.
Because in D5 or E5, there's a race called Dampiers, which are vampires essentially. So everybody would be a Dampier as their race, and then you pick whatever class.
Yeah. Damn, that would be dope. That would be dope. I've always had that idea I love that game. But yeah, I just wanted to know. Let's get out of here. I'm tired too, bro.
We can set up a Tuesday and
we'll set up a Tuesday, bro.
Yeah.
We'll set up a Tuesday, bro.
I don't know if Toe sent you the
Yeah,
rules
he did.
Yeah.
He did. I have him here. I'll take a good look. Let me know what Tuesday I want to do it.
All right, definitely.
Extra prep time. And maybe we can start a little earlier too, so that we can get an extra hour and finish by 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I really need is what. So you have total control about everything about your character.
Mm-hmm.
You can pick the race, the class, your background, your name. Everything you want is yours. I only need to know what class and what race, so that I can make a character sheet and put all the numbers in.
Okay.
So that way you guys know what to roll and what to add to your roll. That's all I need.
All right.
So
Nice.
and here in the notes that you sent us, to the campaign or the idea for the campaign is there, so I can know what type of world I'm building this character in.
No. That I haven't done that. That's a secret.
Okay.
Because
so I'm just building a character and going for it.
You build whatever you want, man.
Okay, say less.
Sky's the limit, bro.
Say less. So we don't know anything about this world that we're gonna be in?
Nope.
Okay.
There you go. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you after.
Yeah. It's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Peace, everybody.